Nigga said highway byway or some shit like that. Yeah, I'll be up 45 in 3.2 seconds.
But that's how
Let
you
me
know
find
it's
some change.
love. That's how you know it's love. I told my therapist years ago, and she's like, "Don't you think you should find another way to express love?" No.
No.
If I want to murder somebody, if I'm willing to go to jail, which I don't want to go to, for you, I love you.
What's the little nigga on TikTok that be like, click boom? Yeah, I click a boom in the heartbeat. Hey, man, can we get to doing the intros and talk about these comments? Because you niggas is spelling my name wrong and I'm feeling some type of way about it.
Welcome to an all new episode of Talking Ish, a podcast amongst friends. I am Anthony Sterling, aka your friendly neighborhood super Negro. And joining me, as always, are those queens of podcasting. Starting off, ladies and gentlemen, with Miss Coretta with the Beretta. Miss Elaine Turgano is in the building. Hello, ma'am.
Gang, gang.
Bang, bang. She up in
Hello,
here.
hello.
And what would a podcast be without that beautiful ray of sunshine? Miss Araya Anderson is with
Oh,
us. Oh, she is a
she don't look ray
pouty.
of sunshiny
Oh
today.
no, she looked like dark clouds.
I'm
Her mouth,
homeless.
Oh,
her mouth got extra long like Julia Roberts. I don't like that. Don't do that.
Well, I have thin lips.
oh.
Mm.
Well, you know.
You don't
Stick 'em out a
have
little
thin
bit.
lips. I've seen thinner. Believe
Stick
me.
them out a
I
little
mean,
bit.
for a black person, I have thin lips.
Oh,
I don't have the
Boom,
full
boom.
lips that my mom has.
Maybe
Oh.
God didn't intend for you to necessarily be black. That's why
Exactly.
you didn't come out with no ass.
That's
And you got
true.
big old titties.
That's true too.
Damn.
He might have sprinkled
Okay.
in some extra shit. He's like sprinkling a little bit of Negro at the end and
At
didn't
the
think
end,
he didn't
he
think
gave me
that it
the
would take
nose.
as much as it would.
She do have that Michael Jackson bell pepper nose, and that makes her black. And we love you, Rhea.
Oh no,
You
she
are
got a
our
nose like
sister.
she got a nose like my
Yeah.
grandmother's people. A Sylvester
Oh,
nose.
okay.
That's a
You had
Creole
it?
nose.
That's all
Oh,
good.
I'm a
You
Creole
are.
Yeah.
Banshee chick from Louisiana.
I got
No,
told what I
no,
Oh, that's
was.
Beyonce. Oh,
There you
that's not
go.
me.
Stop
That's
it.
not me.
That ain't you.
This
On
nigga
You
Instagram, I
Cuban.
got told what I was.
You Cuban.
This
Remember.
black
That's right.
woman
I forgot.
told me what I was.
I love that Brit's having a whole conversation with herself and ain't nobody saying nothing. But
Right.
Because it's my intro, but
right.
she has to step on it.
Okay, but here's the thing. It's not
Talk
about
about
stepping on it.
herself.
Everybody else can say something, but I can't. It's
But we
We're
was
talking
talking about
me.
Rhea.
No, but it
Talking
brought
about
it.
you.
I understand that.
Okay,
But it
well,
brought up your favorite topic, right?
I was trying to commiserate, bitch. Fuck you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as
Commiserate. Oh, that's a good
always,
one. That's a good one.
she's using big words, so she is trying to show she is educated. Ladies and gentlemen, show some love to our priestess of beige rage, the slightly annoyed / annoying through Rhea mixed chick.
That is my favorite.
Because you did it. It's your favorite because you did it.
Nobody
You.
thinks Rhea is funnier than Rhea, nigga. What the heck are you talking about?
Oh my
Rhea
goodness.
laughs at her own setups of jokes before we even hear the
Yes.
whole joke. She'll be like, let me tell you, before we even know what the fuck is being said.
Oh man, that wig is her superpower of hilarity. Y'all give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Miss Britt Williams. She is here. Hello, madam. Hi.
With the titties out.
Yeah, butterfly boobs and all. Cocoon and buffoon. But-
Nobody, Araya didn't bitch when my intro turned into let's talk about Araya. But
I
that's
just
cool.
said they look nice. I was
No,
We're
talking
no,
talking
no,
about
I
your
want to-
butterfly bride.
Okay.
What is that about Rhea?
Anyway, no, we started out the fucking slightly annoying mixed
This
chick, and
was
then it turned into
cool.
Araya.
Yeah.
I
So,
drank
but
too
whatever.
Oh my
You know what?
God.
I don't mind sharing my intro. That's the whole point. I don't mind. It doesn't.
You,
I
you're,
do.
you're
Don't do
becoming
that shit
you're
to me.
becoming
I
what
do.
people wrote about. You're bringing the party down, Britt. You're bringing it down.
Oh my
You're
god.
bringing it down.
Like a
Let's
sad
come up.
dick.
I still don't know who wrote that.
Oh, not a
I don't
sad
want
dick.
this
No.
line. You see this titty line? I want like them little titty bitches
No,
where they
why
don't
would
even
you
have
not
that.
want a line? You're supposed to have a line, aren't you?
That just
Have
shows
the
them
Grand
titties are
Canyon.
huge.
Why would you want?
Aren't
gotta
you supposed
take
to have a
one
line?
Like
titty
them
and
shits
move
are
it to the left.
huge.
Take the other
Oh,
titty
no.
and move it to the right.
I've done that.
That shit is
So
weird.
these are as moved over as possible. I am an H. I am a fucking H in titties. There's not at 34H.
Yeah, I'm a G.
Yeah.
Anthony, let me see yours.
You don't got them anymore.
Shit.
This is what I
I
get
have a
for
song
just
for my titties though,
having
real quick.
befriending drunk women. It's not.
before-
It
I have
never
song for
goes the way
titties.
I
No,
want.
because I have drank this way too fast, and this is
Yes, you
almost
did.
just liquor.
I have a song for sweaty titties.
No, no,
Titty
no.
butter and jelly. Titty,
Can you mute?
titty
That's
butter
gross.
and
You can
Can you
mute
jelly.
her,
mute
Auntie. I
her?
know you
I
can.
could mute her.
Because Jason be muting us on their podcast, so I know you can mute
Yeah.
her.
Does
They
He
mute.
does
Oh yeah,
all the
Jason
time.
mutes quickly.
Jason
No
mute us so
shame.
goddamn quick. I
No
logged off
shame.
one day when he muted me. I just closed my computer. Fuck you, nigga.
he?
Well, look,
I sure
ladies and
did.
gentlemen, again, thank y'all for checking
Fucking
us out. As
Jason.
always, we truly appreciate y'all. But here's the thing: if this is your first time checking out the show itself, we want to thank you. Hello and welcome. But make sure if you're watching on YouTube, hit that red subscribe button. It's only going to take 1 second, not even a second, a millisecond, a microsecond, a teeny tiny fraction of time. But after you do that, smash that like button like the Hulk when he was tapping Captain Marvel. It's fan fiction. That's all I know.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. You was ready, huh, Rhea? You thought it was 169, but no, this is 168, honey. 168. Not yet.
Oh.
And also hit the bell and turn your notifications to all so you'll be notified when a new episode drops. If you're checking us out on Spotify, just hit that follow button. The same if you're listening to us on Spotify and Apple Pod. Hit follow, but make sure your active downloads are activated. All right, with all that said and done, let us get to our weekly wellness check. I want to hear how everybody's week has been, and we're going to start off with the butterflied boobed, slightly annoyed mixed chick, Miss Britt Williams. Come on in, Canyon Cleavage. Let us know how your week was.
Nigga.
It was a good week. I
Well,
live here
that's
by
good.
myself. I now have a cat. I'm going to say this,
Yeah.
and this is putting somebody's business out there. If you want someone to take care of your animal, but you can't afford to pay any money towards it, just say it. Don't just bounce and then leave that person to figure out that there's no food, no litter, no nada. Because at some point, it becomes my fucking cat.
At some point, the cat becomes homeless.
The cat
Just
was
like its
homeless.
owner.
It's going to be back being homeless because I would put that motherfucker on my balcony and close the goddamn door.
Oh, damn. That poor-
You are
that
of
cat-
nature. Go back to it.
Mm-mm.
I will
cat
say
didn't do
this.
jack.
I do need that person to come get this cat eventually because that will impact my ability to get a second dog. And eventually, I want a second fucking dog.
Nigga,
and-
no.
Not
You don't need
now.
Another dog.
No, I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about in a year or a year and a half too.
Mhm.
No.
You don't need another dog.
Anyway, the point is,
She is not listening to y'all. She
You're
gonna
full-
get that
you're
other
full
dog.
up. There's
I
no more
need y'all
room
to
at the
write.
end.
I need whoever's listening, write in and tell this motherfucker she does not need to get a second goddamn dog.
I'm not getting a second dog right now. It's not for a
She
long
don't need to get
time.
a second dog in 2 years.
Well, my dog likes the cat. The cat hates the dog. And my week is going pretty good. And life is lifing.
Okay. But that's good to hear. I'm glad, there's some normalcy to an extent. So that's good.
And-
Normal is good.
A couple motherfuckers jumped out of the woodwork again, and they got pushed right back to where they are. But I will admit, I don't block because I like the story.
You like the drama.
Yeah.
I like the story that comes with it.
That part.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not saying I don't.
Nothing wrong with it. Britt,
I
we're not
stopped.
judging
You know what? I stopped blocking too because I kind of am intrigued by what they're gonna say.
Thank you. It's not. I don't
Chaos.
want that individual.
Yes, chaos
Absolutely.
agents,
Little bit, little bit.
drama queens to
Because
the
it makes me
extreme.
feel like I have the upper hand. Because when I don't
Yes.
know if they text back or not, like if I end on a text and I know I didn't hit home and hit all the punches, and like it's gut check after gut check, and I block them, I don't know if they text back. But if they
Right.
text back, then I know I got the upper hand.
And if I
But-
block them, then they think they really matter so much that I can
That part.
block, that I want to block them.
Okay.
Oh my God!
I
Why are
get it.
y'all
Don't
making
look
me?
at it that way.
Oh, it is 17 minutes in, and I'm agreeing with Britt. Lord.
No, that's your fault.
Because you
It's
love.
your fault.
Either I had too much liquor or not enough. I don't know. I think I'm gonna get some more just to see which one it is.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're gonna move on because now we
Oh
want to
shit.
know about that beautiful ray of sunshine, Miss Araya Anderson. Hi,
Oh,
Janae.
Hi,
we're not doing
Janai.
intros anymore.
Hi,
Um,
Janai.
Nope,
I'm
but it's okay. How's
homeless
your week?
tomorrow. I'll be homeless. I'll be squatting. I'll be officially squatting
Okay.
because my new apartment is not ready yet. So
Well,
I'll
Brit
be.
can
I have.
always put you up. She's
She's
good
a
with
Yeah,
that.
she's
she
an
likes
expert
homeless
squatter.
bitches.
She's
Yeah.
no Brit is an expert level squatter, so she can give you some pointers.
There you go.
Well, I too have been homeless, so welcome to the
Thank you.
club.
This
Thank
nigga
you.
said welcome.
And I'm
Wow.
going to, I just want to say that
Ew.
person, by the way, I bought this brand new. It was full.
Ugh.
They drank it
Is that
down to
Fireball?
here.
Ugh.
Yeah. They drank it in
Ew.
less
Nigga,
than a week
ugh.
down to there.
Brother,
Nigga,
ugh.
nigga,
That's
Ugh. What's that? What
Ew.
the hell? That
That's
person
that
had
white
no.
shit.
Wait, whoa,
That's
whoa, 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 whoa,
that's
whoa.
that white shit.
Did they drink it in a cup or did they take it to the head?
I don't
Fireball
know.
kills everything, nigga.
I
Nothing
don't
lives
know.
in Fireball.
That's
Bad
true.
decisions are
That's
the
true.
only thing that live in Fireball.
That is true. Go ahead.
I like
Bad
Drink
that.
choices
safely.
and bad
I
decisions.
like that glass, Britt. That's a pretty glass.
Thank you. It's actually plastic. It's a
Really?
champagne.
That's a
It's a
champagne
champagne flute.
glass.
hmm
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I just all my
Okay.
I was
shot
like, I drink
glasses broke.
Bellinis out of that.
hmm
All right.
All my
Well,
shot glasses
Rhea,
broke.
we know you have a
Probably
place.
because
Just
you was
hopefully
throwing them
you'll be
across the
moving
room.
in the week, right?
Saturday.
Hopefully. Next
Because
Saturday?
I have to
Okay.
work all week.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And the
Okay.
office doesn't open until Tuesday, so I won't have an
Right.
answer on my lease until they open up the office. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at midweek to sign my lease.
Rhea, you'll be
Okay.
fine. I promise you. These apartment
Yeah.
complexes,
hmm
and you don't, and like you're not even dealing with a complex. You're dealing with a private seller.
hmm
Yeah.
That man ain't even got your apartment sold. He still got to clean it and clean the carpets or
Yep.
pull them up or
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
Like
He's
you'll be fine.
more than
I promise.
likely happy that you gave him an extension on shit he's got to
I
do.
didn't. I
Seriously.
didn't say anything.
The only thing that he might
You
do is
should
tell
say
you to
something.
pay daily prorated rent, and then you'll be
Yeah.
like, yeah, bitch, bill me.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
rent.
I ain't got take it
Like
out of
I
my
ain't giving it to
take
you
On
it out
now,
of
top
my
of
bitch,
the
bill
fact
me.
deposit.
that his only recourse,
Oh, did you pay a deposit?
honestly,
Yeah, I
would
paid a
be,
deposit.
He might
but
hold a couple of days of your deposit.
That's
Mm-hmm.
fine. I
but
I,
his
I
only
completely understand
recourse
that.
would be for legally, physically forcing you out would take longer than it
And
will
that
for
takes
you
I
to
was gonna say,
leave.
and that takes months.
Yeah.
That'll take
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
sometimes
not in
that
Florida.
eviction process
It
takes a
won't take a
minute.
week. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that
it's
right
gonna
now.
It'll
It
take longer
won't
than a
take a
week.
week. Exactly.
yeah.
So
Eviction process takes at
fucking
least a month.
Yeah.
I've been in that situation, and I know tons of people have been in that situation. And yeah, the landlords usually aren't the happiest, but a week, they're fine. He hasn't rented it. He has to get it
No.
cleaned. He has other shit to do.
Rhea, just make sure that
You're
it's
fine.
nice and clean when you get out of
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
don't give him no
Yeah.
reason. You'll be
hmm
fine. I promise you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, good. Good.
Don't worry
Thank you.
about
Thank
it.
you for your votes of confidence.
You're not the first
Yeah.
tenant who has had to
I
do
was gonna
this
say,
to
yeah,
him.
you definitely ain't. And look,
No.
you saying a week, girl?
Yeah.
Please, it's probably motherfuckers that have been squatting in them shits for who knows
That
how
right
long.
there. You're
Yours
not
go
the
4 or
headache.
5 days.
Yep. Ain't shit to the
I'm
headaches he's
loving
probably had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm loving the homeless sisterhood. This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
No, because there's bigger. Trust me, there's bigger shit that he out here worrying about,
Right.
Right.
and you
Oh no, I
overstaying your
agree.
lease by 4 days.
Yeah, no.
I agree. It's just funny though, because you're like, you can do it. You stay in there, girl. Stay strong.
Because look, your daughter ain't got no job, right?
That's true.
Tell her
Right.
to stay in that motherfucking apartment
Yep.
and lock both locks.
Right there.
Mhm.
That right there.
Ain't nobody getting in here.
This is
It's just-
Tampa, Florida. They shoot black people for fun. But, girl,
Shit.
you got a roof over your head.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Bullets may be
God.
coming.
Really quick, I want to tell Araya. James and Jimmy did another episode in Florida.
The Usos?
Oh, really?
They did a
No.
Love After
Not the
Lockup.
Usos.
No,
I'm like, the
no,
Uso
no.
Wait.
No, they did a prisoner
From this
dating game.
podcast that
Hold
we
up,
listen
hold up,
to.
hold.
Yeah.
Oh, are we getting paid to advertise them?
No,
Right.
I'm just telling her one of the guys, we
Oh.
listen to it, hates
Do it in
Florida
the chat.
so fucking
Oh.
much. Like, you think I hate fucking Florida?
Specifically, he hates Tampa.
Oh, okay. Well,
so
let's
much.
discuss it in the group chat because
And
we
he's
got
funny
Anthony
as
is like,
fuck
nigga,
about
this is
it.
not the time, nor the place, nor the airwaves.
Well, no, I mean, if they pay us, I talk about them all day. We could do recaps of their shit. But if they ain't giving us no money, I don't know them hoes.
Speaking of
So,
recaps, have we talked to Chappelle? Is he coming on the show next week?
Chappelle
oh
show.
God, no, I haven't, but I'll try. But
Chappelle.
we
He's
got to
so
talk about
fucking
your week,
funny.
Helene.
Yes, ma'am.
Huh? Yeah, we got to talk
Um,
about Helene's week. So, Helene, how
Yes,
was
we
your
do.
week, madam?
I mean, it was a week. I went to work
Mm-hmm.
a few days, did some work.
Nice.
I went
I
left
love how you
on
say it
somebody.
nonchalantly.
Nigga, stop.
That's
I
all,
went
like,
left on somebody real bad via text message that Britt told me to apologize to, so I did that.
And it
you
was
did
very
what Brit told.
necessary. No, no, she came to the realization because she's not going to just do what the fuck I say. She's going to think about it.
I
And she
Oh,
put it together and realized she needed to.
hold on, Helene. You see, Brit, sometimes you got to shut up and just say, yeah, she did exactly what I told her.
No,
You don't, you stop.
that
Nope,
nigga say
no,
we're done.
no.
I'm
No, we're
going to
done.
be honest.
Then look where it
Let's
gets you.
see. I sent my child off to Dallas with his stepdaddy, but not really his stepdaddy. I just call him his
Okay,
stepdaddy. It's his best friend's. It's his best friend and his best friend's father.
okay.
Um, Jaden is probably up under his little plushy girlfriend.
Oh, you got a
Plushy
thick one?
girlfriend.
She's a thickums.
Y-
Yeah, she's a little
Hell
thickums.
Oh.
yeah.
It's his first
Yeah.
Jaden,
thickums.
Jaden, treat it
It's his.
like a fun
It's his
jump.
first thickums. Oh, he's enjoying the run. Let me tell
Oh,
you.
man. Ain't nothing like a nice bouncy house to bounce on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
The other one has I don't know what he's doing. He's doing him, and he did come in my room the other day. The conversation we had, and then he finished the conversation off with, "You got any condoms?" I was like, "Yes, there's condoms all over the fucking house." Um, I was like, "There's condoms everywhere." I literally have I quite
Right.
literally, and people would think I'm exaggerating. I would walk this motherfucking computer around the house and show you. I have condoms in every room. There are some sitting on my dining room table. There are ones in the
Hmm.
bathroom under the counter. I have condoms in my bedroom. I have condoms in the living room. I have condoms all over this goddamn house. And I was like, "Where the fuck you plan on going?" He's like, "Oh, they're not for me. I don't use those."
I hate children so
So,
fucking much.
when can we start calling you Mima?
So that was the next conversation. Nigga, stop. Because I'm not claiming no goddamn grandchildren. He's like, nah. And then, of course, he gave the regular 20
Pull out
something year old
game.
answer. I can't have no kids. It ain't happened yet. Nigga,
Oh
it
my
literally
Oh,
god.
Oh,
takes
not even pull out
okay.
one.
game.
Wow.
Oh no. Not even the pull
Wow.
out
It takes
game.
one fucking sperm. One. And he's like,
It takes
nah.
fucking
Cause
pre-cum.
me and my ex-girlfriend tried. Nigga, what? I almost
Boy,
lost it.
secrets
I
and lies. Secrets
almost
and lies.
lost
God
it.
Oh
damn.
my
Oh,
god.
wow. See, that is a fear of mine with my two nephews. They're going to come to that age, and I am at the I'm gearing myself up to be like, man, go talk to your mama. Don't come talk to me. I
They're
don't
gonna
know.
want to talk to you though, because
They
you're a
will,
dude.
and I
Yeah.
will be there
That's
for
what
them,
it is.
but it's gonna
They're
be
not gonna want to
weird.
share that with their mom.
It's
Here's
And
the
when
look,
they
and
thing,
I
drop
can't
it afterwards,
and
though.
it's not
That's
it's not
the
my
shit.
conversation.
I
It's the
can't go tell
afterwards
him
drop. Like
Hmm.
she
yeah.
said. It's the
Cause this was
afterwards.
years
They,
ago.
what?
Cause the girl he's talking about,
What?
he ain't been with her for years.
Right.
So
Oh,
I'm
she got
So
a
like,
this was
child.
when he was a teenager?
no, he doesn't. He was 20.
Okay,
He was 19, 20.
Oh.
It's
So he's
the
he's
idiot
23,
what?
about to be
afterwards
24
drop. The
now.
shit you
Okay,
never needed to know about. The shit
That
that you
part.
didn't know about. You were going about life when that's how
I'm
I
like,
found
stop
out my
telling me
son
stuff.
had been engaged to a stripper and had gotten
Nigga,
this close
stop.
to fucking marriage. That's how I
So I was
found
like,
out it
I need you to stop telling me shit. And that's when he's like,
there.
but you're my best friend. I am your parent. I'm like, don't
true,
you have
but
other people you can tell this shit to that would give you better
right.
advice than me? He's like, yeah, I do, but
You're my best friend.
You
Your
let the
best friend
fuckery
is like
live.
Chucky.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
that's what I
his
was thinking.
mom.
God.
You're his mom, but the fact that you have a lot of how can I put it?
Riz.
No.
Don't
Shut the
use
fuck
that
up.
word. Please
Don't
don't
ever
ever
I
just
was
shut
like,
up.
no,
Please
use
don't
that
say
word
that.
again.
don't say that.
No, I think you're a lot more open. You speak openly. You don't hold as much back
As
as
they got
most.
older, yes, I did speak
Yeah.
a little more openly, just because I don't think I've always subscribed to I want to parent the way that I wasn't parented, and my
Hmm.
parents were very closed minded about certain things. It wasn't until my mom got cancer that she started to open up about things,
Right.
and that was too late by that point. And it's like
Hmm.
the birds and the bees talk was very inconsequential. It was like, oh, there's sex and a baby comes. Like that was it.
Oh
There
wow.
was nothing else associated with it. It was very like, oh, it should be abstinence. Like, nigga, stop.
Right.
I would like to talk about that, by the way. I think that's a good subject. I don't know if it's for bitches, booze, and brunch or 69, but just to talk about
Bitches booze.
how we were like raised as far as knowledge of sex was concerned.
Oh.
Because
Well,
my
I think.
talk was my dad
Mhm.
walking in a room going, if you want to know anything about sex, let me know. And then he shut the door.
At least he was
Like, no,
nice about it.
we didn't get, and like, I haven't had that conversation with Ian per se because he just turned 13, and
Uh
so I
huh.
will. But like Jay, like I said, I have condoms literally like all over the house. Quite literally, I buy them I buy boxes.
Hmm.
Like, you have your FSA account, and at the end of the year, you got to
Yeah.
use them. I go and buy boxes of condoms. That's what the
Yeah.
fuck I do. And
Okay.
so I'm like, please don't bring home little people. Like the talk, don't don't add to the population and don't subtract to the from the population when you leave
Yes.
this house.
Oh,
That
okay. Can I
mom who
just
said
start?
that to
Thank
her
you.
kids. Yep.
No, no,
Please and
no.
thank you.
Britt, I'm just gonna start. I'm sorry, Britt. Helene, I'm gonna just start calling you Bob Barker because you really treating it like control the pet population,
Nigga,
have your
I
pet
need them to
spayed or
control the
neutered.
look.
But it's
Look,
Have
I
your
true.
want my
children
I
It's
want
spayed or
my
true.
neutered.
flex. I want my flex to be that I made it to 50 with no grandchildren, or at least
Yeah,
at the very fucking least, let me make it to like my mom died at 45. Let me make it to 45 with no grandchildren
yeah.
because I couldn't even do that for her.
Oh.
Like I
Well, you
had
got two
Caleb when she
years.
was 43.
Oh, okay. Well, you got 2 years, right?
I have
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna be
Well,
44
yeah.
in this month.
That's right. Yeah.
Well,
That
it's
you
not
are
September
right.
yet, but so like let me make it to 46. I'll be
Okay.
okay. Cuz I don't
Yeah, I
want to
think.
be a grandmother at
I'm going to
Hmm.
tell you,
younger
even
than
at 46,
45.
when you get that call, if you get that call, I'm just going to tell you right now, it is the most surreal bullshit because all you can think is, I still have a child at home that I got to make get up to go to school.
Right? Never mind. I take back my last statement. Let me get Ian out of high school.
Thank you.
Then you could
That
be
nigga's
Nemo.
13.
All right.
Give me 5 years.
Right.
Okay. Look.
That's all
See,
you
I'm the
want.
opposite. I want grandkids
You
now.
want my you can have mine if one comes up. God
You
Okay,
forbid
can
it
Brit.
have
does.
Okay,
Knock
Brit.
mine.
knock
But
on
Trey.
you're too
wood.
old, Brit. I want
Oh.
babies.
Oh. No.
Like the
Uh.
picture I sent you.
But
I want a
yo,
little
Yeah.
but then I
baby.
got a motherfucker. Then I got a. I'm gonna whisper it so he don't hear me. But then I got a motherfucker that's over here like, oh, it would be okay if you ended up pregnant. Stop saying that shit.
Oh my God, no.
That you have a kid,
Yes,
Oh
girl.
no.
No, that's the seventh fucking sign.
I'm
Ragnarok.
going to
We
tell you
done.
right now, if she got pregnant,
Nope.
I want to throw the
nigga,
baby shower like you
we are
just
all,
don't
cause
know.
No.
the motherfucker that's saying it is fixed. I'm fixed. So if
Uh
there's a
huh.
baby that makes it through his non-working parts and then my non-working parts and it ends up planting in my uterus, nigga, we
That's
all finna be rich.
Jesus.
Or that kid is the second coming,
That's
or
Jesus.
or it's Satan. I don't know. It might be Satan knowing
No,
my
It could be
goddamn
either
genes.
or.
Who the
It
fuck
could be
knows?
either or. It could. It could.
but it is a
Who in the
sign
fuck
of the
knows?
times.
Well,
The end is
look,
nigh.
I'll tell you this. My mom finally just said, you know what? When she did that, I went, oh, here come the fuckery.
Uh-huh.
Baby, I
That
think I'm just,
sigh.
yeah. She was just like, I don't, I stopped hoping. I said, well, good.
Oh
I said, I'm glad you did.
no. Oh,
You don't
I'm
want
You
glad
say
you
I'm
did.
glad
traditional,
you did.
Anthony?
oh my heart
Anthony,
Why
nigga,
not?
hurts.
you can have kids up until your fucking like 70s. There's still hope.
In your
Oh,
70s,
yeah, there is.
because what's his
Look,
name? Tony, whatever he was from back in the fucking weird roommate
Robert De
show.
Niro just had a kid.
No, but
And
he was in his
nigga,
70s heading towards 80s and he had a fucking
Yeah.
kid before
fucking
he
what's his name?
died.
Didn't Pacino just
Al
have a kid
Pacino.
too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pacino them just had a kid. So, I mean, for
It may
me,
take the
it's,
aged sperm a little while to get there, but they'll still get
uh,
there. They're on their hover
uh,
rounds.
Baby, them geriatric sperms gonna have a little walker and shit and be
Or they
hobbling
got
down
some
that
hover
uterus.
rounds. They got some fucking hover rounds
no,
riding by.
it was funny because my dad wanted, my dad was like, man, the day you become a father, I'm gonna have a
Oh.
field day, and when he died, I was just like, um, you know what? My nephew, I feel like I am coming to the point now. I have accepted the father figure role,
Yeah.
but I still just want to be fucking Uncle Ted from Bobby's World. I just want to walk in, give him noogies, and
I
bone out,
get it. I
like
not to
straight up
tell you what to
sometimes.
do because it's your life, your body, your choice. But I just
Oh,
want to
well,
say I
thank
think you
you. I
would.
feel feminine now.
But she's about to tell
She's
you what
about
to
to.
do.
No, it's just I personally think
I don't want to
if
tell
you
you what to
ever
do,
decided to
but
be no, if you ever decided to
No,
be a
Brit, go ahead.
father, I think you would be an amazing one. That's all I wanted to
Well,
say.
I appreciate it.
That's
Everybody,
all.
every time I went on dates, a lady would say, they would hear me on the phone with my nephews, and they're like, "You'd be a wonderful father." And I just go, "Are you donating your uterus, the womb? What we doing?
Oh
Don't give me a
no.
compliment
I
if
just
you ain't
closed
gonna
my
play it
legs
through.
Want to
as
go
a
You
half on a
know,
donation.
bastard?
yeah. Hey, it worked for
I love
Jon
that.
Snow. We
That
can go
yeah.
half on a bastard. They might be, the second coming. Who knows? But no,
it
it's
would be
funny.
Jon
That's
Snow.
funny though.
It'd be like Anthony Swamp. You don't live in a snowy area, so
True,
He said the
true.
snow, the forest, chambers. Oh, that
Billy
shit was
swamp.
Bayou.
funny.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
let me stop. That made me think about an old video game, The Adventures of Bayou Billy. But no, it's crazy. But Helene, I think that's
The
actually pretty
Adventures of
cool though.
Leisure Suit Larry.
I think that's actually,
My
I'm just gonna.
child wants to come on the podcast one day.
Which
Which
Uh-uh.
one?
one? You
The
have
oldest one.
three.
He's more than welcome.
He's
Anybody is welcome on
more
the
than welcome.
podcast. Please,
Wouldn't that
it's
be
called a
awkward?
conference.
No.
No, it's
Oh
not
yeah, it's
because
a conversation between friends, and that's your
friends.
best friend.
Even though she.
Nigga,
That's good.
him and Britt would start arguing. I'm my best friend. No, I'm my best friend. I'm my best friend.
Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. But look, we gotta move on. I'm just gonna say, my week was good. It started off. I went to see Weapons.
Oh, how was it?
Hilarious,
It's funny. It's a
hilarious.
comedy.
I no
Yo,
no.
actually,
I,
the people
I
been saying it's
laugh.
been like, yeah.
I laugh. In horror movies, I laugh. I guess it's a coping mechanism, but or I just laugh. It's funny to me. I've been watching horror films since I was 5. Blame my dad.
There's.
I
I'm
laughed
gonna
at Final
find this.
So.
Destination, the last one. I was like, bitch,
Oh,
shut
that
the
one
fuck
was
up.
good. That one was good. There's this movie. I'll find it for you. I just watched. It's a horror comedy, and it takes
Hmm.
place. This British family goes to some like small Icelandic island, and it turns into a whole fucking bloody gore fest. It's fucking
Okay,
hysterical. I'll find it for you. I
have to
think it's
check it
like
out.
yeah, it's really good.
Definitely gonna have to check it out.
Rhea,
But
watch
How's work, Anthony?
Beavers.
oh
No,
no,
Ma'am,
I'm
stop
good.
it. How's work,
no,
Anthony?
work has been. I will not lie, man. I am starting to have the big L for my job. I'm going from like to love. Um,
Oh, I thought it
I
was
think
good
I'm
for you.
committed.
Right?
I'm
I thought.
committed to this bitch. Me and
I
this
thought he
bitch
was
go
gonna say
together.
this shit sucks. It's a loser
Yep.
ass job.
Yep. That's what I thought.
I hate this place.
No, I'm really enjoying it. I'm learning a lot. After Dallas, I have so much going on. I'm staying busy. But Friday was hilarious because I keep forgetting if a holiday falls on the Monday,
Hmm.
the Friday, everybody ready to go.
Yeah.
Fuck
Like
yeah.
people are ready to go. They're ready to go home. Like we cutting it
Yes.
early. So I have a work neighbor, and I go next. We have these little offices, and I walked out, and I'm like, "Hey, are you heading out early today?" Like I'm trying to read the temperature, because I'm the type of person. Even on those kind of days, I'll stay until I get off. Until
You're
it's
one of
quitting time.
those.
I'm one of them. I am. And I'm starting to go back to that. And you see what happened last time with my dedication and bullshit.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
they use their dedication to bullshit me out the building. But what was so crazy, she looks at me and she goes, "Oh yeah, I am walking. I can't tell you the specific time, but I will tell you by." So I was like, "Okay, no problem." About an hour later, have a good one, Anthony. I'm like, "Okay, you have a wonderful
Yes.
weekend and enjoy." I left like maybe 30 minutes later,
Mm.
because like I walk out and it is a ghost town. There's tumbleweeds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
no
is
one
nothing.
stays on a Friday before a holiday
Well,
weekend. Fuck no.
the only people that were there were the people who had to stay for the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
which, they handled certain duties.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And I was like, I went up to him and said straight up, look, y'all have a wonderful weekend. I'm that type of person. I'm not just going to walk out. I want to make sure people know me. So I was like, hey, y'all have a wonderful weekend. Y'all got any plans? This, that, and the other. And one of the guys just went, sleep. I said, that's the best plan to have. I'm doing the same. Y'all have a
Mm.
good one. Told everybody have a good weekend. Be safe for the holiday. And I took off. I get home. But what does Anthony do? He takes his work laptop home with him.
Oh no.
Anthony, I wish Helene was here right now. I really
I
do.
know.
I
Well,
really do. Because
well, the,
no,
I turned my automatic replies on. I told him, "Hey, I am out of here until,
you
I'll
couldn't
be
have done
back
that
on the
right before
second.
you walked out the door at work and left the work laptop.
I have a bad habit of doing that. I'm trying to break out of those habits, but it's very hard for me to break out of that one. And plus, that laptop they got me is 100 times better than this computer we're recording going.
Right,
So
but
I get
that's
to,
but work, no. Anything connected to work stops when you walk out that door on
yeah,
Friday.
no, you're right,
You don't take it home
but
with you.
true. But this time I did. I did.
Oh, is that a
So,
Keebler cookie? Is that one of those double fudge dip motherfuckers? Yes.
oh my God, girl, are you hungry or are you having an orgasm? You fat, horny fuck. What is wrong with you? Jeez. Well,
I just nutted a little bit.
yeah, that was my week. And this is how my week ends. Brit having an orgasm over a highly processed cookie. Yeah, America. Oh, but I will say before we move on, it didn't end on a downer because I'm here with you ladies and we're having a good time. But I watch we're recording on Labor Day weekend, and sadly, this is the time of a horrible anniversary here in Louisiana where good old Hurricane Katrina showed her funky ass and pretty much put the city of New Orleans, who, underwater. And 20 years later, the city has not bounced back the way it was supposed to bounce back.
I
So
thought all those celebrities going in there would
Brad
reinvigorate the
Pitt.
you need
area.
to watch that documentary. And
Okay.
this
It
is a
wasn't that
recommendation.
it
Let me do
wasn't
this
that
right
they
quick.
didn't come, but it
They
was other stuff
came
along with that. Yeah.
exactly.
Mm.
But I watched the Katrina Come Hell or High Water documentary that's on Netflix. I did not put two and two together that it was done by Spike Lee, and
Oh,
this is his third Katrina
I
documentary
was gonna say, didn't he do
that
the
he's done.
levees?
He did When the Levees Break. He did God Willing and the Creek Don't Rise. That was the sequel, and this is
Mm-hmm.
the third one.
Mm.
And when I watched it, a lot of memories started to flood back
Pun
because
intended.
oh yeah, wow. Sorry.
Wow.
Too
Pun
soon.
maybe not. Yeah.
That
Yeah. Her
Rhea.
name is Rhea
Wow.
Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can find her. No, I'm joking. No, but no, what came up in my head to my mind was when I was working at the ABC affiliate here in my hometown, and me getting the phone call because when the shift happened with Katrina, it was all right, everybody, all hands on deck. We need y'all at the station. This is gonna be y'all gonna have to live here for a little while because people started getting paranoid when it shifted west. The cone of uncertainty took all of Louisiana.
Mm.
So when you work in local television and in national television, when that happens, you can't call out for vacation. You can't call out sick. You are it's a mandatory work days. You have to be there, and you can't leave the building because it could be a risk or a hazard unless you're a videographer or a reporter.
What if you a single
So
fucking parent at some point. I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, look, I worked with a single parent, and guess what? That baby did not come to that TV station. So it just brought out all these memories because I had a really good friend. We're still good friends. Um, I remember her breaking down because she's from Metairie, and she was trying to find her dad. Like her mom and her brother were had got out. They now let me not lie. They do what we do here in Louisiana. We gonna ride the storm out, and they
Mhm.
did. And she was trying to call her dad. 3 days she continued to call her dad. I mean, she would break down. She would, like we would try to comfort her, like, yo, just keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. And what made it really effed up, ABC, you're wrong for this. ABC has a show called World News Now, which runs early in the morning, like 2 in the morning till Good Morning America comes on, right? And they were going to break, and I think it was a young David Muir or somebody else. They were like, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to break. We're going to leave you with the sights and sounds of New Orleans after, Katrina, because they were finally able to get in and get video footage and things like that. They showed the Industrial Canal breach, and them MFers started playing When the Levees Break by Led Zeppelin.
Uh-uh.
And me and my friend are sitting there, and she's watching this, and she starts to laugh, but she starts crying at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm laughing, and I'm trying to comfort her. And I'm like, you think we could sue ABC for wrongful, like for emotional damage? And she looked at me and she just couldn't stop laughing. But the beauty of it was an hour later, her phone rings, and it's her dad.
Aw.
And her dad found a way to get to Pearl River to go be with his mom, her grandmother. So that, within the madness came a little bit of joy and positivity. And when they showed my neighborhood, my city, Lafayette, with the Cajun Dome, whew, boy, was that a run. Because we had over 6,000 people from New Orleans staying in the Cajun Dome.
Mhm.
But what really I wish, and we need to move on, but the one thing I really wish Spike would have did that he did in his other documentary was to continue to show just how um the Bush family, mainly Barbara Bush, was such an asshole when they were in Houston and they were showing, people who were coming in. She made some really effed up remarks. I don't remember them. I don't even want to paraphrase them.
She said they were fucking up the city, basically. Like they were
It,
fucking
it
up the
was,
Astrodome. They were fucking up the
yeah,
George R. Brown Convention Center. They were fucking up the city, basically. And they kept
and
referring to people
as
as
refugees.
refugees and shit like this. And they're like, they're not fucking refugees.
We even
Stop calling them that.
our station actually had to redo a lot of our copy because some of the folks who were here were watching us, and I agreed 100%. When this woman called our station and said, look, we appreciate y'all telling our stories, but do not call us refugees. We
Mhm.
are New Orleanians. We
Right.
are people with homes.
Yeah,
We are
we're
people.
citizens of this goddamn country. We're not
Yeah,
refugees.
we're not coming from other countries, and we don't appreciate it. Now, the news director we had, kind of a piece of shit at the moment, but we would, I would talk with producers because I was only just a graphics guy. I said I'm not putting refugee on these graphics at all, at all. Now I made a joke. If you want to call them Katrinians, fine, but we're
Mhm.
not gonna call them refugees. We
No,
put
there
New
was a
Orleans
big.
citizen,
She pissed off a lot of people from New Orleans, but
and
she
that was
did
my week.
not. She did not. She fueled the fire in Houston. Let me put it like that. Like I was still
Yeah,
in. I was still in the DFW area when Katrina hit, but
Mm-hmm.
my dad was in Houston, and I want to say my mother and father-in-law had moved to Houston by that time. Yeah, '05. And they were putting it was a lot of animosity between people from Louisiana in general, specifically New Orleans, but just Louisiana in
Mm-hmm.
general. Because remember, Katrina hit a few places. It didn't just hit New Orleans,
Right.
but it was a lot of animosity between people from Louisiana
Mm-hmm.
and people in Houston. Like there were fights breaking out at schools. People were trying to get their kids enrolled somewhere. Because remember, this is like school had literally just started.
Right.
And so people are now displaced. They're at here, they were at the Astrodome, they were at the George R. Brown Convention Center, and they were trying to find places for people to live. People didn't want to have them in their apartment complexes. They didn't want to rent them houses.
Yeah,
Insurance
it was
payments
sad.
were not being made. So people were trying to just find any place that they could live. They were going to areas that were already heavily urban, um, and getting like shitty apartments, and then just trying to, if you were responsible, you were like, okay, it's been a week and or two, let me enroll my kid in school. They were having issues enrolling their kids in schools were not
Mm-hmm.
taking kids. They were asking for the most asinine things, like, oh, we need their shot records. Bitch, really?
That's in the
Like,
water.
like, and so certain schools were like, HISD couldn't, they actually had to go through with like committee meetings and say, we can't rightfully ask them for things like school records and shot records, and we just
Mm-hmm.
have to take them basically. So it's like you
Yeah.
had to fill out an affidavit for your kid to say this information is correct, and I need them to enroll in school. What age are they? What grade are they in? And just
Mm-hmm.
kind of start them in school until the schools opened back up and could verify their records. But there was a lot of pushback, and it had a lot to do with Barbara Bush running her mouth.
Yeah. And sadly, because I'm a part of it, and I mean, I wasn't the one writing the stories. The news media failed
Oh yeah. Even Soledad
America.
O'Brien said that it
Yeah,
was a fucked up situation. She
we've
was like, I was reporting on it, and we saw, okay, the storm is over. They were in the business district, they were in the garden district, they were in the French quarters, like, oh, everything is great. And then the levees
mm-hmm.
breach, and it's like, we're just going to stay in these areas. They weren't reporting on what was going on. And then, of course, there was the reporting like, oh, this white family has found bread and water to
Yeah.
sustain themselves. Oh, this black family is looting bread
Right.
and water that they're killing each
Thugs.
other for. Like, the narrative was so fucked up.
I will say this. Um this one caught me. We got a chance to talk to I don't remember the gentleman's name, but it was a really good interview because me and him joked when I went to the Cajun Dome with a couple of videographers helping them out. He was joking about having to walk through the waters to get to the dome. This was before they started telling people, nope, go to the convention center. The water turned his skin. You could see where he was in the
Mm-hmm.
water. He was bleached.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was my complexion, mine and Helene's complexion, but where he was in the water, like he said, man, look my legs, man. I ain't never been this way. And the what made him so lighthearted about it, he said, man, I hope I could get a loan now.
Mm-mm.
Because the color of his skin color was gone. He had looked like he had vitiligo. It was
The
bad.
f- the first thing I did when I got my grandmother and my aunts and my uncles and my cousins up here was all the women went to the beauty store, the like to my beautician at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and all the men went to the barber shop.
Yeah.
Like their hair was falling out. They
Wow.
like the hair, my grandmother's hair always had long hair. Like her hair, the parts that were in the water had changed textures,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
and they all needed to get haircuts. They all needed to get fresh whatever. If they were getting relaxers or whatever the case may be, they all needed
Yeah.
to get their something done to their hair, whether it be cut completely off or just washed really good and conditioned really well. But textures had changed, like colors. My aunt's color changed, which was weird as shit to me.
Mm-hmm. Because a lot of those places, especially around the lower ninth and all of that. A lot of those
And we're in
boats,
the seventh, so we're
yeah,
literally next door too.
yeah, it was a lot of boats that had capsized. A lot of them were
Mhm.
chemical boats, so the chemicals
Mhm.
mixed in. And
Mm.
not only are you fighting with chemicals, you're fighting with gators because they do exist. You're fighting with water moccasins; they exist. You
But then
know,
you
so
also you also have these people that died in their houses, so now their
yeah,
decomp bodies are
right.
floating in this water.
Mhm.
So you just it was death. And when we actually went to New Orleans, we went the week after. We were able to get in the week after. I actually snuck in with a bunch of people. The smell is still there.
Mhm. My
Yeah,
It
uncle
New
had
is
to sneak
Orleans
death.
in.
smells really bad.
My uncle had
Yeah,
to
it was.
literally sneak in. He kept
Hmm.
hitting roadblocks, and the cops was like, "You got to turn
Yeah,
around." He
you can't
finally was
go.
like, He found a back road. He came up through like Homa and then Slidell, and then like he did all kind of shit that he could
So you
do.
went on the three, like through the
Finally
310.
got into finally got
Oh,
into the city from a road that they were just not covering at the time,
right.
and was able to get in to my grandmother and get my because at the time my grandmother was 77.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's this is wild, man. And I got a chance to meet General Honore, which
Mhm.
that dude is definitely a GI Joe figure that comes to life. He did not play with people. He was like in your fucking face. Nah, I'm just helping with the damn cameras and setting up his mic. But he was really nice. Like he spoke to us not like like we're soldiers. And I we just asked him, how are things going? How is the process going? And he was just straight to the point. When he was done, out. No time to talk, no time to BS. He's like, I got to get back to New Orleans. We have more people to get out. So America, I think Katrina truly showed the world just how much America does not give a shit about us as people. I don't care what kind of way
Look,
you want to
Kanye said it
turn it
right,
at that moment,
Mike
you
Myers'
know,
face will forever be
nigga.
burned
girl,
into my memory. When he
my,
said
not,
that, he was like,
for me, it was when they cut to Chris Tucker and he
"Yes,
was
Chris
looking he
Tucker was
was
like."
looking for Jackie Chan like where do I go from here?
I
No, it
have to
it
say,
was
from
uh-huh.
an outside perspective, from someone who was in Boston at that time when everything went down,
Mhm.
I was sitting at my desk one day and was looking into police departments that were hiring, and someone had said check out New Orleans PD, and it was
Don't do
after.
that.
Mm-mm.
So I did, and when I
Don't
went
do
on the
that.
website, it literally said, if you are not actually interested in being a positive person on this police force, if this is a joke, if you think it basically it touched on, if you think there's corruption, if this is what you're looking for, don't apply.
No, don't.
But I had never
And
seen
right.
that on any other but because of everything that went down. And it was just
Yeah.
crazy to see that, because you can watch whatever they put in the media, you can watch read whatever anybody says, but we don't know. We
Mhm.
didn't go through what you guys went through.
Like people legitimately will hear things and will make jokes about it. We do it here all the goddamn time. You turn your tragedy into a joke.
Yeah.
I didn't realize because of course I wasn't there until I got my family back to my house, which in the time was in Fort Worth. The impact of it, and like literally set eyes on them, and my cousin freaked the fuck out at the next rainstorm. Like
Mhm.
woke up
Ooh,
screaming at the next
Trauma.
rainstorm.
PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
PTSD. Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck are we supposed to do with this? And it took time, years and upon years, for her to finally like be. And she's okay now, but she had already gone through a shit ton of stuff before. This was the same person that had brain surgery when she was 12 years old.
Mm.
Mhm.
And so it was like I have this, and then I comp, and then that was a whole nother thing, having to be in the Superdome and not having meds and not having, because she had seizures as well from the brain surgery. And it was
Right.
just a whole lot of combated into that. And it's like you see these people and you look at them and you think of New Orleans as a place where you go to have fun. You come down there, you drink a lot, you eat good, you piss in our streets, and then you go on about your way to your house. And
You get
that's
some
what you see
titties
the
and
city
beads.
as. Right. That's what
Hmm.
you see the city as. Not understanding that people live here, people raise children here, people have lives here outside of the tourist community. And unfortunately,
Right.
that's how it is in a lot of that's how it is in Vegas for people that
Yep.
actually are residents of Vegas. That's how it is in places like Hawaii where
Hmm.
we go and we disrespect that island, but there's people that actually fucking live there
Mm-hmm.
constantly 24/7. And it's like it put this eye on the city, and then all it did was, and Negan coming out talking about it was Chocolate City was like, oh, you're chocolate, watch us gentrify the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And so all of these people that had been lifelong homeowners, lifelong patrons of this city for generations couldn't even go back to the city that they wanted to go
Mm-hmm.
back to, because as you said, the celebrities that came down, oh, they gave money, but it wasn't to the actual people that lived in the city. It was to corporations that bought up all the land and that tore down all the housing projects, or it was corporations that didn't want to rebuild the Ninth Ward, or it was
Hmm.
corporations that only give a shit about the Garden District or the Quarter or across the river. They didn't give a shit about the rest of New Orleans proper,
Right.
unless it was something that was touristy. The Superdome got a whole new, the Superdome, the way that the Superdome crumbled under the first storm lets you know how shitty that goddamn building really was. And it took
Yeah.
something like those people being in it to showcase how shitty the building was. And then they got a complete overhaul. So you're overhauling this place that sports is being played, but
Hmm.
go 3 blocks down the street and it still looks like a fucking war zone.
Yep. And
Literally
you know
three
who
blocks.
one
If
of
you
those
go three
people?
blocks down Claiborne Avenue to what used to be the Circle Food Mart, and for anybody in New Orleans that knows me, that mart closed, never opened again, and it was a staple in that community. It was a literal staple in that goddamn community, and it never opened the doors back. Well, I lie,
Did
it did open the doors for a short time.
Yeah, because didn't they tear it down though?
They tried not to, but then yes, it ended up being semi, and
Right.
that's the weird thing about it. It was semi torn down.
Okay, because I know
But think
when we
about a
used to
food,
go
what do they call it? A food desert or
food desert.
whatever, where you
Yeah.
can't
Hmm.
have.
Yeah.
Circle Food Mart
Oh,
was a staple in the community
that
because
whole area
Schwagman was
became the
not
Sahara.
around. Yeah,
No,
because there was no Schwagmans in that area. They're still
and you
not.
well, and you see, the only reason I remember that food store is because when we were younger, that's where we would go get snacks. My mom would
Everybody.
go shop when we would go to a Saints game or go to visit one
Yep.
of my aunts who lived out there. But I will say there was one person that wanted to invest, and that fucker is now the president of these United States. Because oh yeah, he wanted to buy. They were trying to buy up because what they were gonna do was, what was it? This Iberville projects,
Hmm.
um
I
17, like a bunch of projects they were gonna just tear down completely.
I also want to say that fool is responsible for the dissolution of the AFL. Fuck him.
True. But
Y'all see how they
again,
got military? What is it? The coast, not the Coast Guard, the
ICE.
National Guard.
the
National
National
Guard?
Guard out there picking up trash.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh,
Oh my
they
god.
are?
The National Guard's supposed to be coming to my city. Have you
I'm
Yeah.
so
seen the five
excited.
cities? Because
She gonna
fuck them.
finally find the man she of her dreams.
No,
He shot
there's
at me
five
and I
cities.
revolted.
There are five
Mm-hmm.
cities that he says he's going to send the National Guard into. Let me hope I can remember them. Baltimore, Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
Oakland,
Mm-hmm.
New York,
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
right? And I forgot the last one. But no, I just think that
LA.
shit's fun. Oh, LA and
They're
LA.
hitting LA
I was
again.
like, you
Yeah.
picking the five cities that you know there's nothing but smoke. But
But
that's
Gavin made
that's her
sure to
corner.
tell them motherfuckers there are cities and or states with worse per capita crime
Yes.
three
They're all
Yeah.
times,
red
two
states.
times, 4 times,
Right.
5 times,
But that's why
three
they're
hundred
doing
percent
this.
more than us. But you're
It's
contested on coming
hold
here.
on.
He's like,
Mm-hmm.
send the motherfuckers to Baton
Mm-hmm.
Rouge. I bet you
Hold
won't do
hold
that.
up. Hold up. Hold up. What we gonna do is celebrate that Louisiana is number one in something. God damn it,
Okay.
we gonna celebrate
Oh,
that shit.
baby.
Cane cutters and hey man,
When
hey,
I just have to say that when I
shotguns and
read
cane
out
cutters.
loud to my friend and I said New York, I fell out laughing. I was like, look, I know Oakland's hard, but
Well,
yes, New York,
yeah.
you really think you're gonna go to New York? Like, you really think New
Well, they
York?
brought it up on Fox News, and I watched that when they were like,
Okay.
"Well, but what about?" I actually watched the video where they
Mm-hmm.
brought up the whole crime statistics in red states and things like that, and
Oh.
they were just befuddled.
Because
They couldn't
Gavin
answer.
said some governor or somebody's name, and the guy was actually at the interview that day,
Yeah,
and he's like, "Well, he named you in person."
yeah. It's gonna be one. It's gonna be a run, man. But I will recommend for folks to check out that documentary. It's gonna hit you. It's gonna hit you in ways you may not be ready for, but you have to see just how much America failed its people
Of
and failed
course.
it with flying colors, you
Because
know.
America
And the
doesn't
crazy
see
thing
black
is,
people as its people. It sees black people
right.
as its lost property. That's all. Lost
As much
property.
money as the city of New Orleans would generate
Oh,
from
New Orleans go down. Louisiana is we're already the poorest
everything,
state, you
there
know.
is no reason why those pumping stations had not been updated since what was it, the 1930s or
19
40s?
19 19. It was originally built in 1913, I believe. And I
Yeah,
think the last update was 1934.
yeah. There's no reason that those pumping stations had not been updated since the 30s. And there's no
Yeah.
reason that those levees had not, like, there was a girl on TikTok just the other day was posting that she was in her neighborhood and she just had her phone sitting out
Oh,
and you
with the
could
boat?
see a boat,
Yeah.
and we
I
we
love
would see it and we would not think anything of it. But she
right.
was like, I am literally, she's like, actually I am looking, you
Eye
know,
level.
eye level with this boat that is passing. She's like, it looks like as if a car was just on the
Mm-hmm.
horizon. It was an entire tanker. And it's like people hear, oh, the city is below sea level, but they don't understand that the below sea level is that it sits in a bowl.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's like you're sitting down here, the city is built on this, there's levees, but then the Mississippi River, Lake Pontchartrain, you have all these places that are bordering around the city, and you're
Yep.
watching tank cars go by like it's like they're just regular cars, not tanker liners.
You're supposed to
And
be looking above and you're supposed to be
correct,
looking down at the boat
not up
and
at the
not
motherfucker.
up. But again, I still say there was this one moment, and then we got to move on because we got a lot, but this is definitely something worth talking about, was hearing Michael Chertoff just basically saying, hey, it's New Orleans and New Orleanians fault for the situation
Yeah,
they got into. Now he didn't say
yeah,
it like that, but when
yeah.
they asked him about it, he's like, bitch, they could have left. Why didn't they leave? And that
Because they
has
didn't have a
been a,
mandatory evacuation.
and they
And
didn't
just
get
like
it
my
until
and just like my
Saturday or
grand
Sunday.
they literally got it 12 hours before. And just like my
Right.
grandmother, the words that came out of my grandmother's mouth was, well, I made it through Betsy.
Yep. That's how my grandmother was with Camille.
Because if you think about it, Katrina, the storm wasn't what did people in.
Mm-mm. It was the
People
levees.
were fine. Literally, right after Katrina hit, the sun came out. They thought they was good. They started cleaning shit up. Niggas was in the fucking French Quarter. It was the moment that the water breached the levees that
Yep.
fucked the city. And then it was standing water that fucked the
Mm-hmm.
city.
Human error, human failure.
Oh, most definitely. But
And it
nobody wants to take responsibility for that.
no. But what gets me is seeing old GW out there in Bama, out there in Mississippi. You're doing a good job, Brownie. And that was the
Baby,
moment.
look here. If
That
I
was
don't
the
never see another
moment.
nigga with the last name Landry, I'll be
Who?
all right.
Well,
Don't they have
sadly,
Landry's in VC Andros books?
They got Landry's
Maybe.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, they are the
Landry's
VC
everywhere.
Andrews books.
That's
They
how
got
I know the
Landry.
name.
They got Landry
Well,
restaurants. They got
yeah.
Landry politicians. They got Landry alligator farms. They got Landry.
Hmm.
Nigga, Landry is in everything.
Our governor
I'm
is a
just saying, from
Landry.
someone not
I,
from
I was gonna
there,
say the governor is
that's the
Landry.
only
Yeah.
way I know that name is
Yeah, they got
VC
Landry's
Andrews.
restaurants. Y'all ain't got Landry's
Yeah.
restaurants.
No, Landry's
No.
isn't a
Never heard
It's
thing.
of
The
it.
only it's
name
only on the Gulf.
Landry and
But
whatever it
Landry's is a
nothing.
subsidiary of like, isn't it like, is it not Papados or whomever? Done somebody else that
Yeah,
has a big
Papados.
restaurant over
Don't have
Landry's?
Papados either. Don't have anything like that.
Oh,
I know Papados is in the Southwest, like from Nevada on, east to the east, but I don't know if they go up north. But
No,
again,
they don't.
it's all fake ass
y'all ain't
it's all
missing
fake
nothing,
ass
so
southern
it's
food.
fine.
We
Exactly.
got churches.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Landry's, Del Frisco's. Y'all got Del
mhm.
Frisco's?
Oh, we got Del
Mhm.
Frisco's.
That's owned by the
No.
Landry's. They got, let's see, Del Frisco's, Mastro's restaurants. Y'all got Mastro Steakhouse, Morton
Mhm.
Steakhouse,
Morton's I've
Vic
heard
and
of.
Vic and Anthony's, Bubblegump Shrimp,
Well,
Yeah, Bubba
everybody's
Gump.
heard
Joe's
of
Crab
bubblegum
Yeah,
Shack,
shrimp.
Bubba Gump. Yeah.
McCormick and Schmidt, the Rainforest Cafe, Salt
Wait, hold
Crabs.
up. Stop. McCormick and Schmidt?
Yeah,
They
that's
own,
Landry's.
holy shit. And I knew the Rainforest
Mhm.
Cafe from Boston.
Okay.
That's
Well,
Landry's.
we got to move on because we got some viewer comments we
Now I
got to
want a
read because we got
steak.
to show some love to the viewers. But, ladies and gentlemen, before we get
Just
into
say
that, hey,
Coretta in the comments, viewers. Just say Coretta. Y'all be
stop
spelling
it.
my shit wrong.
Keep spelling it wrong. I am
Stop it,
here for
Helen.
it.
I'm not right. Fucking Helen Keller in this bitch. No, motherfucker.
Oh,
Helene.
Helen
I
from the
got
Jeffersons.
these shits is thick, but I can see, well, I can kind of see. I can
Right.
see a little bit.
Well, I will say this. We would love to hear from all the locals who are from Louisiana who listen to the podcast. Let us know your memories of August 29th, 2005. I will say one of the biggest ones for me was the heat that came from Katrina that hit our area. And that's the crazy part. If you're in a hurricane, it's like super cold, it's cool,
Hmm.
the winds are picking up, but if you're in the outskirts, it just whips up
It gets
heat
hot.
very, very hot.
And
It
then
was
when you're in that
insanely
middle,
hot.
when you're in that eye, it's just real calm.
Yeah, that's the
Nothing's
scary part,
moving.
man.
It's really weird.
It's when you see it though. When you
Yeah.
look up and you see clear skies, and then you look just a little bit to your left, right,
Yeah.
back and forth, and that bitch is coming. So we'd love to hear from y'all. Even if you're not from Louisiana, if you remember what was going on
I
around
mean,
that
because we hit
time,
the
what was
Gulf
going through your
Coast. You
mind?
in Mississippi. You in
Mississippi,
motherfucking
Alabama, Tennessee.
Mobile, some shit like
Yeah,
that. Let us know.
everybody got a lick.
Fuck you people
But
from Florida, though. No offense.
I
well, they
wasn't
got
even
hit.
living there. I was living in New York.
Oh, I didn't mean
They
you, Ray.
got
I just
hit.
mean the rest of the
Oh,
motherfuckers in
Oh yeah,
Florida.
they got hit by
Oh, I
Katrina
say
because it
that
hit Miami
constantly.
and Key West got it bad. But
I know
when it
black. I know black. Did it hit
no, I don't think they
My
did.
bad. My
I think
bad.
because it was called Katrina, they thought
I
it was
know
their
black.
cousin.
Right. I know.
Oh Katrina, hello Katrina. But oh, let me stop. My bad. All right, we got to get to these viewer comments. As always, if you want to be a part of the conversation, leave it below. Okay, okay, Helene. We
I
heard
didn't
you
even do
slurping.
that
nothing.
was Brent.
Oh, I thought you were slurping. I was like, girl,
No, that wasn't me.
you.
I don't slurp. I sip
Oh,
like a fucking lady. Thank you very much. Pinky up.
sure thing.
Damn right.
You guzzle like a drunk bitch.
That
Anyway.
too.
But we got to move on. Hey, if you want to leave a comment, hey, just put it at the bottom and we will read them. If you do it on Spotify, it's the same thing. Put it in the comments. We would love to hear from you. And we are going to start off with our cousin in pod, our brother in pod. Mr. Jason
Ooh.
Wallace
Oh,
came
this nigga
through.
here.
Stop.
I must be high. Hi, Jason. So good to hear from you. I have to be really high right now.
Well,
Say that.
Jason commented on our episode, our tribute to Malcolm Jamal Warner. And Jason said, I love The Cosby Show and watched it with my grandparents. Episode 1 would definitely be my favorite as well. But Aunt, you gave the episode a new light for me.
Episode
Rest in
1, like literally the first episode?
the
Yeah,
first
so
episode of
good.
the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
That was the episode
Oh.
when Theo had some bad grades and Cliff went to talk to him. The famous line, "I
It
brought you
is
into
the
this
first. I
world,
brought you in
but
and
I'll
I'll
take
take you out.
you out."
Yeah.
So I had a different outlook on it, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, you put in a new light." He said, "Rest, excuse me, rest in power, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Your influence was not only seen but heard, but also felt. Was not only seen or heard, but also felt. And yes, truer
Oh,
words have never been spoken." Thank you, Jason. Ladies and gentlemen,
Jason being nice. That's nice.
he is being nice. He didn't go after Brit. He didn't say
Right.
nothing. He understood the assignment. But the 8.5 is back, y'all. Miss Brianni.
Brianni.
Brianni. I love how you just went Brianni. Yes.
Brianni.
Brianni is back. And
Brianni need to
Brianni,
leave her number with one of us so she could be on the show one day.
Right?
yes. But Brianni is the
Brianni,
one
why
that
you don't
called
want
you
to be on the why you don't want to be on the show with us?
because she called you Helena. And I'm going to read
That's,
where
I
she
mean,
did.
she did, but
Bree said, "OMG, this episode is hilarious. From the homeless roommate living with Brit." We got to bring the homeless girl back. Like,
No.
she has to be a part of
no. We got that bitch's cat. We don't need her to come back neither. Hell.
Right?
Just put the cat on the screen and leave it with me, just like that bitch is there.
it. All right. And she says to Helena, but she meant Helene. She meant Helene coming back and being her funny self as usual. You see, she was giving you love.
She did.
She made a
Thank
mistake.
you.
She made a
Thank
mistake.
you, Brianna. Watch, her name not even Brianni. It's probably Brianna or some shit like that, and we've been saying it wrong all this time.
No,
It's
we were
fine.
saying it wrong at the jump, and she corrected us and
Did
said
she
it's
correct us?
Brianni.
Well,
Yeah.
motherfucker, you corrected Helene. Helene.
Just think of an old Jewish lady who lives in Brighton Beach.
That
Helene.
part. That's all
There
it
it
is.
is. All right. She says, "I hope the homeless roommate stays another week so we can have Brit
No.
speechless again."
No.
Brianni ain't shit. Look at that. You see that shit? She said she want the
Brianni
homeless
wrong.
bitch to stay another goddamn week. Now, Brianni, we got that bitch up out of there the next day. You hear me?
Yeah. She gone, fleas and all, but left a cat.
Okay.
But yeah, that was Brianna. She just wanted that homeless girl back. It kept Brit silent for a good while.
We,
so-
Brianni, we gonna send that homeless. We gonna send that bitch to your house since you want her so bad.
Oh man.
There are other
All
ways
right,
to
thank
shut me up. Please don't make that the only way, Brianni.
Right.
God.
Shit, Brianni could have said you want to shut Brit up. You could have said put a dick in her mouth or something. You don't want
Right.
the homeless bitch at the house constantly. Don't nobody want
No,
that.
that
Brianni.
wouldn't shut her up because she would complain through it.
She be
This
saying,
shit is working my nerves.
"Oh."
Let me tell you about white people. White people, what do you do? Like, Brit,
You know, the
come
white man
on.
invented cunnilingus. Like she's
I was walking down Broadway with my dog yesterday, and there was this white woman in front of me, and I was high as fuck. I was smoking, getting high, and I was like, "Did
Oh,
you
you
know,
and weed.
Neo?" To my dog, I was like, "Did you know?" All hella loud, that a black man invented the high five. I said, "Isn't that funny? Because that is a white man's favorite way. Look at them fucking colonizing and taking shit without even knowing it."
You be
the
She
high
starting
five,
shit for
like
no reason.
that high five.
Yeah.
High five.
was invented by a
How
black
do you
man.
Out there
invent?
starting
How do you
shit.
invent?
He was the first
hands with
person to
somebody?
do it and made it a thing.
You know what?
I didn't even know
Joke's
that was some
on
shit
you.
you could invent.
And she
Exactly.
started walking faster, and at some point she turned around. I was like,
Why they black ass didn't go to the patent office? They'd be rich.
But I'm like, but
Negroes,
can you
we don't
can
think.
you patent
can.
a gesture?
Sure you
Monetize
can.
off of
You could patent
gesture.
a dance. I know you can patent. You could trademark a dance.
Can you?
I believe
Like
so.
there's some trademark somewhere called the Roger Rabbit or the Running Man
Well, not the Roger Rabbit or
or the
Running Man,
Cabbage
because those,
Patch.
not even those. But the Beanie Weenie.
but how are
Nope,
you going
Beanie
to
Weenie's on
enforce it every time somebody does the dance? How are you going to, like, what is the point
I
of the
don't know.
patent?
I don't know.
That's
I
like when
don't know.
people patent words, not names for something, but just words. Oh, that's, I
Yeah.
use that word so often.
They say it's a
mine
very
now.
slippery
like
slope.
Bitch, it's a
I'm
word.
I'm a patent Brit's name so she can't ever say that shit no more.
and not get a single dime. What you were
Make
saying,
sure
Reb?
you. No, I was saying like how Paris Hilton tried to trademark "That's Hot."
Oh, that's
Yeah,
hot.
Right.
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember
and they
Yes.
about
just
that.
said no, that's too general. People use
Right.
it all the time, but
But how
I
would
don't
you
know. It's just
enforce
crazy.
Yo,
it anyway?
Well,
do y'all remember a couple years ago when it was the English versus American? I mean, that's always the topic on TikTok for whatever reason.
mm-hmm.
That there was some English restaurant that
Stop.
sold Mexican food that tried to patent. I don't know what they tried to. It was like the name of the restaurant, but it was
Uh
like
huh.
quesadilla or burrito or some shit like that. And
Right.
they was like, but they were able to, whatever the laws are in England, it was slightly different, and they were
Right.
able to stop other people from using the name and the title of the restaurant. But it was like Mexican burrito, like bitch, we can't use burrito or some shit
What
like
the
that.
hell is
I
that?
can't remember what, but motherfuckers lost they shit, and the
Right.
people that did the patent, or I don't, it wasn't necessarily a patent, but like how you can
No.
claim the
Mm-hmm.
name or something.
Gotcha.
Trademark.
They
Leave
trademarked. They
her
ended up
alone.
taking they ended up being like, fuck it, we'll retract it. We won't do it no more. Because motherfuckers started hell, I think I even left a review. I'm like, you bitches can't colonize Mexican
Well, LeBron them tried to trademark Taco Tuesdays, but that
No,
Yeah.
backfired on him.
no, no,
No, no, no.
no.
It backfired on him. It
Good.
backfired,
Tuesday.
so it
I
never
got the
happened.
cheese.
But we
Cause
but
like
we got to move on, y'all,
what? Okay,
because
continue.
Lily has come down on high and
Hi
decided
Lily.
to grace us
Hi,
with her presence and
Lily.
said,
Hi,
"Hi,
Hi
Lily."
Lily.
Lily Rose.
Oh Lord, okay, Rhea. She got something for Rhea. Hold on.
Oh,
She not yet, but
Lily,
she
we
has
fight
one.
bitches. Watch your mouth.
Lily called that "Oh Brit's silence made me laugh so hard." A random person in the background walking in and out of the camera view of Brit's dead silence until Helene, and she misspelled Helene, but it's okay. It's Helene. She called you Helen,
Helen, Helena.
little
That's
black
my
woman
Mexican
right there.
name. Helena. Miss Helena. Helena. That's my
No,
Mexican name.
Brianni said you were Mexican. Lily just said you just some old black woman
Am
from the
I?
Seven Hard. Helen.
Oh no. I'm not, yeah. Mm.
Until Helene said something. And she also says, one thing I learned on this podcast is don't fuck with Rhea and Beyonce.
Okay.
That comes from Lily.
Hi,
Hi,
Lily.
Beyonce.
Hi,
Because look,
Beyonce.
the way that
Hi,
Rhea feels about Beyonce is the way that the rest of us feel about oxygen.
Beyonce.
Yes.
Right? Right?
Or how MAGA feels about Trump.
That part.
Yes.
It's insane.
Yes.
But
Somebody
hey,
compared it
That part.
to the love that Beehive have for Beyonce. They compared it to the love that men or whoever has for a sports team.
I can see
I
that.
can
No.
see it. Yeah, I can
I can
see it.
see that.
I can see
But
it.
it would depend on the sports team. Are we talking like
True.
Cheeseheads from Wisconsin? Or are we talking like Patriots fans? Are we talking like
And the
Anybody
level
who
of
Philly
wears a
shit
Yankees?
fans.
Are we talking
talking,
about
jersey.
Philly fans, Yankees fans?
right? Like
What's
it's the level of
because
shit
those are
talking and the
different levels
personal
of
attacks.
fuckery.
Yeah,
Like it's
because
the
I'm
personal
gonna be
attacks. So that's
Or
like
like
I will
Cowboys
be
fans, you
ew.
just delusional bitches, or
Those are Raiders fans. Raiders fans are delusional bitches. The
the
one
no. I
Cowboys
would
killing
fans
say
are
this.
years.
delusional as shit. It's our year, bitch. It ain't
Hey,
been your
hey,
year in 32 years. Shut
hey,
the
y'all,
fuck up.
hold on. We're talking sports with Rhea. Be careful.
Sports
Oh.
ball.
I don't
Sports
have my
ball.
signs. They're
Sports
There you
packed.
ball.
go.
She packed her
But
signs.
I will say
So
this.
now would be a perfect opportunity for me to break out a comic book on y'all ass. This is
This is a book I've been reading.
you can't say nothing
No,
about me.
I will say this: the Barbs are Phillies fans because they are psychotic. The Beehive, if I had to equate them to any kind of fandom, man,
I would say
I'd go with Boston fans,
no,
Celtics fans.
no, I don't know.
No, I'm
Really?
no, no,
Red
no.
Sox
The-
fans.
But see,
Or
no, they would need to be winning. They would need to be a winning team because I mean,
the
you can't
Boston's been winning.
deny that. That's true. You can't deny that they win, but they're also like assholes about the winning. They're not gracious
Have
winners.
you
No, they're
met
not.
Yeah,
Beehivers?
that's what I mean.
They're
They're not gracious
assholes.
winners.
And
We
neither
have
are
one.
Boston fans. Boston fans are the most
Like a Patriots
annoying.
fan.
Yeah.
Yes, They're fucking.
Yeah.
They're called mass
Fuck
holes
you, we're
for a
winners,
reason.
bitch. Like, calm
Yeah.
down.
That is
Calm
literally
down.
the nickname for someone from Massachusetts. Is a mass
Yeah.
hole. That's
Mass.
what you are.
Yeah.
You're a mass. You're a
So,
fucking asshole.
but that is crazy. But we have one more, and it comes from DJ iFeels. iFeels said, "Ray
What you
about to
feeling,
catch
I
that
feel?
he feels, I feel, she feels." Um,
I
he
tried to
said,
find
"Ray."
I feels, but I couldn't find on Instagram. I think I was looking wrong.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh.
hey, DJ iFeels, you can find Brit at Slightly Annoyed Mixed Chick. Go and befriend her. She wants a margarita.
Oh, is that the nigga that's trying to give
Zachary.
Brit illegal substances?
It's
She like
alcohol.
that
It's
shit.
illegal.
She like that shit.
But no, but wait. DJ
But
iFeels
wait, there's
said,
more.
there's more. Rhea about to catch that Revenge of the Nerds karma, because Rhea loves to call people nerds when they talk about things she don't get with,
That part.
you know. So
But then we got to sit around and hear about Beyonce and her fucking kids
And
and her fucking
Justin,
husband.
no, I have to
And
tell you,
Justin-
I was at
Justin
work,
Timberlake.
Randall
Timberlake.
Timberlake. I was at work and I saw a guy on the video screen and I said, "Hey guys, doesn't that look like an Asian version of Justin Randall Timberlake?" And then I turned around and said, "I fucking hate you, Araya."
How the fuck you know this nigga's
Now you know
middle
his whole name.
Yes, and I
I
don't
don't
want
want to know
to.
his. I don't
no
want to know
one
his
wants
whole
to,
name,
but we
no.
have to. But look, once again, y'all, thank y'all for leaving comments. We truly appreciate it.
Yes.
We love reading them
Love it.
all the time. So please keep them coming. But we're gonna
Thank
move on now.
Lee
Yeah.
and
and-
Briannie and fuck you, Jason, and the nigga, the nigga that want to give
Brit
Brit
legal
some liquor.
substances.
We
Yeah.
like that too.
Okay. Well, we got to move on, ladies and gentlemen, because it is time for our random chats of blackness. We're going to run through this, better known as This Week in Black. And we are starting off with Snoop. Is Unc becoming a problem?
He's no longer my unk.
Ice Cube is now stunting hard for Trump, so
He's so
Again?
problematic.
again.
Yeah.
Well, I seen that War of the
recently.
Words. I saw that War of the Worlds.
They
Yeah,
said
I
it looked
understand.
like it was his first day acting.
Yeah, it's
He
not
was
good.
reading. Like he
Wait,
I
what?
was so mad.
Stuff. On that
Ice
War of
Cube
the
did
World,
War of the Worlds on Prime.
it
It
was
is not
terrible.
He did a fucking interview talking some shit, so Ice Cube is
Yeah.
dead to me.
good. Ah
Mhm.
man, whatever happened to the Kill at Will, America's Most Wanted,
Right.
aka the nigga you love to hate, Ice Cube?
Right.
Now he's the nigga you whites will love. But Snoop was doing an interview recently where he was with
Mhm.
I think one of his grandkids or a few of his grandkids, and they were watching Lightyear, which was actually good. I got a chance to finally sit and
was.
watch it. It was a good movie. And the question of one of the main characters, two moms, came up, and Snoop kind of had an old black man moment.
He sure
because
the fuck did.
Oh, well, hold on. Ligga bigga tigga alert. Alphabet Mafia is pissed. But I can understand it. At the same time, I'm kind of like, okay, you should know better. But he is in his old black man phase.
He's a MAGA.
Are we talking about Murder Was the Case That They Gave Me, Snoop?
Yep.
That Snoop is
Are
gone.
we
He's
talking
gone.
about Dog Pound? The homies
DPG.
can't. If
Ain't no
I can't
fun.
have fun,
Fun.
if the homies can't have
Can't
none.
have none. Yeah,
Yep.
it ain't no fun.
Are we
unless the homie
talking
can have some.
about the nigga with the dog collar and the bitches with the
Yep.
this is the Snoop we talking about?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but that's man and
Okay.
woman, not woman and woman. But that was the question. The grandchild asked Snoop about,
He's a liar.
same sex.
That never happened. That
He's a
conversation
fucking liar.
never
You don't think it
happened.
happened?
No.
No.
Him and his grandchild didn't have that
No.
conversation?
No.
No.
You
made
think
that
he
shit
did
up.
it for
Sure.
clout?
Yes.
For
Yes.
attention?
Mhm.
Was
Yes.
he aura farming is what you're saying?
Mhm.
Yes.
Whatever that means, that's
Oh.
what he was doing.
Looking for attention?
There
Yeah.
is no way that his grandkid was like,
Ah.
2 He's kissing? Oh my God, Grandpa. What does that mean? Nigga, stop.
He's such a
Nigga,
That
fucking
means Booty
stop.
Talk Volume 75, grandson. It's a beautiful film. Janet Jackman. Oh, I'm sorry. That's if I had grandkids. I
Nigga,
ain't got
cut it
none.
the fuck out.
But
That
it's
kid
kind of
probably didn't even
crazy.
realize
that
that that was two
story.
fucking
The way
women.
he was telling the story, it just sounded so phony to me.
Yeah.
Like the way he presented it.
That's
You know what it
understandable
sounds
because
That
like to
that was
me?
his whole takeaway from the whole movie.
I
Right.
think he ran a whole scenario in his head about what
uh-huh.
I would say if my grandson, because something triggered that he saw, and he turned it into it happened. Because I've seen so many
Mhm.
people do that. Oh, okay, well, it's a lie, but it's a lie to support a belief, and he wants to put that belief out there, but he doesn't want to say it. He just wants to build something around it because he's a problem.
Mhm.
He
Yeah,
is a
because the person I
problem.
go to for family values is Snoop D-O-double-G.
Correct. Always,
DLGY.
of
It's
course.
easy see. Oh, okay.
He's
Well,
yeah, of
I
course he's
think
the
Yeah, but you
family
ever think
values
that
king all of
maybe,
a
just
sudden.
maybe, just maybe, that was crafted and created to pull people who are on the fence, because the only reason they allow black people into MAGA as far as celebrities is concerned is for cool points.
Correct.
So you don't think that was curated simply as cool points to get just really seriously to show the MAGAs how cool
yeah.
they are? Snoop Dogg,
Because
he thinks
he
like
can't
we
come back.
think.
He can't come back to this side, so
No,
he's
absolutely.
gotta
He's
fully
doubling
embrace the
down.
other side now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the way that black people glammed onto that shit and was like, yeah, yeah, that's terrible. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Black folks, and I will speak directly to you niggas, y'all will talk about racism or colorism or any of the other isms until it comes to, oh my God, you saw two women kissing. Oh my God, you saw two men kissing. And then all of a sudden, y'all start regurgitating pro white uh fucking uh misogynistic damn undertones of
Mhm.
that can't happen and those people and they're throwing their lifestyles in my face. Nigga,
Well,
what the fuck are you talking about?
there's a caveat. There is a but to it. Because if they two red bones in the back seat,
They're fine
it's
with it.
boozy lyrics.
Cause if
It becomes a
Boosie,
boozy
thank
lyric.
you.
It's a
Cause Boosie
boozy
didn't
lyric.
have a problem with the shit as long as my girl
No.
got a girlfriend until his daughter said she got a girlfriend and then it became a
Right.
fucking
Yeah.
problem.
Well, here's
It's
the
never a
thing.
problem.
It's okay,
Boosie
and
going to
I'm
jail,
not.
y'all. He's going to jail
I hope so.
Again.
again. So he can
Again.
see
It's
the men's doing men stuff, and he's
but
gonna
That
it's
like it
part.
here's the
again.
Come
thing.
on, dog. You ain't got to do that with the dick, dog. Come on, dog.
It's the men who
He gonna make
protest
videos.
that much about women being with women that, one, that's their favorite porn type. Two,
Mhm.
that's their biggest dream to be a part of if they have not already done it, and they do it often. Thou doth protest too fucking much. The opposite of love is not hate, and they keep doubling down with the hate to prove that they don't love something.
Mhm.
The opposite of love is apathy, not giving a fuck either way. It doesn't bother me. So every time these motherfuckers sit here and protest and protest and protest about shit that doesn't affect them, it's because it's something they love or they crave or they wish
Mhm.
they truly have but can't put their
Yeah.
hands on it. That's why that motherfucker says that, because he's been a part of way too many fucking threesomes to sit here
Well,
and talk like he don't
right.
enjoy watching two women together, because they're
Well,
objects, they're not people.
yeah, because the way he said it, he was like, "Look, I got caught off guard," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." Which, you know, I've had those questions with one of my
Dude,
nephews,
I
and
have
I just
seen
went,
the
"Well,
fucking
this is
movie. It is literally
a peck,
uh, what's
if
like
that."
the shit is like 3 seconds, quite
Yeah.
literally. They open the
Mm-hmm.
door, kiss each other, look at each other, and then that is it. Like it's a peck.
Right.
He obviously didn't
It,
watch Schitt's Creek, because he would have had a whole ass heart attack. Because
well, but again,
He's like, well,
what I'm not a fan of.
this is
Oh,
in our
sorry.
cartoons, and this is nigga, shut the
My
entire
boss had
fuck
an
up.
issue with it. He was like, "Why are they
Uh-huh.
putting that in a kids movie?" I said, "Well, there's different types of families. Don't you want people like kids to know that there's different types of
No,
families?" And he was like,
No,
no.
"Well,
because
not that type of family." And I was
see
like, "Oh,
again,
so you're homophobic?" No,
They
that's not what I said.
Yes, that is what you said.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
they
That
want they
that's
want that
like
nuclear family,
Because
Right.
right? And
we literally as black people sound just like how white people sounded in the
thank
60s
you.
when black people were on TV. Oh, well, we
Hmm.
don't want to see that. They're trying to throw
right.
them in our faces. You
Right.
black we trying to we live here. We're
Well,
here.
you
They
see,
still
Like
the
do
only
that shit to
difference.
this day. They still do. It's still a part of it. And then it's
Mhm.
the same thing. It's the, oh no, now because there was one movie one time that had two women gently kiss, all our children are gay.
Well, it's there's a difference between us and white folks when they see things like that, right? So with us, we see it. The first thing we start yelling about is the Negro conspiracies of breaking the black family, right? They're trying to destroy. They want to make men feminine. They're showing that they don't need a man, and it's the gay agenda. White folks yell it too, but with black folks, what people don't understand,
White
our people are,
fundamentalist Christians, a lot of the thought processes are not
and
that
some
different when it
liberals,
comes to that. No, no,
and
no.
some
But I'm
liberals,
no. I'm
and
just
some
saying the
straight.
white
that part.
Yeah,
fundamentalists go back
but
to these things. A lot of the
right.
values align
But what
for
I'm saying is that
black
our
Christians. A
people,
lot of the values align.
they're very conservative for stuff like that. Like they are more
Yeah,
conservative than white conservative. They
that
take it
part.
to an extreme. Now they ain't blowing things up, but they do know how to blow things up by ostracizing and kicking them out of the village and all that craziness. But for me, it threw me off because I was like, well, it's life. You could just tell them, hey, look, there are people who love each
It's
other.
a different
There are
type of
men.
family.
It's a different family. It's a family that respects and loves each other, right? But again, old black conservative bullshit. It's that I got to turn this on real quick because if I show any kind of acceptance, it's game over on my end. I'm saying this is a normal.
Nigga, how long has that
You
movie
know,
been out?
that movie's been out for 2, 3
Years.
years. No, Lightyear has not
Exactly.
been out that long. It came out during like right after the pandemic. Well, when we started going back,
2022.
yeah, it's been out for 3 years.
So three
But
years. And out of
you could
movies that is an hour and 45 minutes, that
three
was
seconds.
2.3 seconds out your life.
Yeah, it broke his internet, as they
Nigga,
say.
shut the fuck up. But
You
you know
know,
what? There was an episode of Blackish that dealt with this. And it was, I can't remember which child was talking to the grandmother and was like, "Oh, are you Democrat or Republican?" She's like, "Baby, we are always Democrats." And then she started to talk about certain policies of each
hmm
party. And it was like, "But do you want gay people? Oh no, we don't do that.
right,
Do you want free such and such? Oh no, we don't do that." And she was like, I want to say it was the little girl. She was like,
Diane.
yeah, I want to say it was Diane. She's like, you're Republican, right? No, I'm nigga. That is exactly how old black people will claim to be a part of the Democratic Party as far as
With
the name
Republican
goes,
mindsets.
but will have completely Republican mindsets and thought
Right.
processes and what they do and don't like as far as anything that has to do with other fucking people. It ain't got nothing to do with you, bitch.
Riddle me
Yeah.
this. On the black side of my family, because I don't know my white side, but on the black side of my family, which is incredibly large, very large, not one person is gay.
That's
Really?
that's a lie.
I
Right.
was
That's
gonna
what I'm
say they
saying.
just they just
Right.
ain't embracing it.
Exactly.
They done
Exactly.
somebody on your side done licked a little puss and just didn't tell nobody about it.
Oh,
Well, they experimented,
absolutely.
but they ain't ran full whole
Fuck
hog on the
that
twat.
We know that.
that
We
part.
just don't say it. It's easier when a
You
young
know
person in
that's
the
Loretta over there.
family,
She called herself having a roommate.
right, that right
Yeah.
there.
My aunt
One
brought
of
her
the,
special friend to Thanksgiving one day, and
see?
I was like, "Oh, I didn't know Aunt Pearl was a lesbian." No, that's just her.
She's
That's her
not.
roommate. That's her
Right.
special
That right
roommate. That's her
there.
friend. That's not. She's not no lesbian. We don't do
Yeah.
that.
Well, that's like my aunt. If you live with somebody, you could live with somebody for 10 years. That's still your friend. They don't graduate
hmm
until you are married.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
don't.
bringing her friend.
I'll be
10
honest.
years,
I only
5
have
kids.
I only have one cousin, and she stud, and
I got
it threw
one.
me off. It threw me
Oh,
off
we
a
knew
loop.
ours was. We knew ours
Yeah,
was
it threw
fucking
me off
in
because when she
elementary
was
school.
younger, they treated her like pretty little princess, and this ain't because she was high yellow.
Ours
Um,
didn't.
and her twin sister was darker than her, so but my parents spoiled my her sister. And there was just one day went visit my grandparents. She showed up, and I'm like, "Hey, why she walking around like Big John Stud?" And that came out my mouth. I didn't care. That's
With
how I
boxers
am.
and shit on.
Yeah, no, she, she was rock. She was literally in the New Orleans outfit, jabos and a crisp white tee.
Yes, bitch. And she had what was on her feet? What was on her feet?
Reeboks.
Did
Oh,
she
She had
have
them
okay.
her
Reeboks
titties
on them
bound?
feet. Huh?
Did she have her titties bound?
No, 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 no. She got
I have
big.
to tell you
She
that
got big and
outfit
stocky.
is
Oh,
And
what
she wanted to be a rapper
has been
too,
rocking
so
in Oakland
But I
since
love her.
then.
She's my
That's
family.
how they've been dressing this whole time. I just have to say that. That look right there is Oakland from
But
the
the South ain't
90s
got no
until
style.
now.
No, we've been rocking that. They've been rocking that shit since the 80s. But
Yeah.
Man,
again, the South have no style, as most folks from New York would say. Get the fuck out
nigga,
of here.
stop
I'm
that
going to
shit.
say this.
Anyway, we
So
gotta
when I
move
went to
on.
Houston,
Hurry up
when
and
I
say it.
was married, we went to that really pretty mall in Houston. And I just remember thinking that every single guy I was looking at, their style was blowing San Francisco out of the fucking water.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just
Ain't nothing
I
wrong with
just
that.
love the way that people dress in Houston. I don't know why, but I just do. I like it. It's pretty
That's
adventurous.
that's them cowboy. But we gotta move on because
Are we talking about the
I
tea
want to
app?
talk about a application that is Brit's favorite application, and I'm not
Mhm.
talking about a rose. I'm talking about the T app
Oh Jesus
Hey,
fucking
because
Christ.
I should
no,
have my
no, no,
son
no.
come in here because he showed up on it twice.
Oh,
Oh no.
wow.
well,
Twice.
there is a lawsuit now about the T app. There's actually three, but two of them are very important. But I'm going to talk about the most important one, and that is there is a massive data breach that has hit the T app. And here's something I've always said ever since True Social came out, and I'm saying it like the man they invented it for
You know,
came
I got
hit.
banned off of True Social and never even went on that bitch.
They pre-banned you.
I love that because my ass is on there. I get True
Keep that
Social shit
negress
all
away
the
from my
time.
app. No, when Truth Social hit, hey fellas, just let them
Hold
know we
on.
saw him on the T app.
Say that again. He's
Salam,
on the
my
T
brother.
app twice. And his homeboy.
Oh damn. Tell him Oscar my bacon Oscar my. Um, but here's the crazy thing: the data breach hit. One lady found out because when she went to log in, everything that was supposed to be private showed up and was out in the world on the World Wide Web that could
Because
be
isn't that
searched
the
on
app you got
Google.
to put your license in?
Yes,
You have to put your
I
license
uploaded my
and
license.
They
Why
social
was
would
making
you
them
security
do
like
number.
take
that?
a they was making them like take a picture, like a current
Yes,
Yeah,
scan the
picture
face.
and
The
Why would you
reasoning
do
Vera
that?
behind
ID.
so right, the reasoning behind why they do it is to make sure
No,
it's
I'm
not.
asking why you did it. Why would you do that?
I'm explaining because to me, the reason why they do it makes sense to me. So I didn't think twice.
Mm-hmm.
Is to verify that you are not some man trying to set up an account to
yeah.
connect with these women. So it is to verify you are a
Mm-hmm.
woman or
I could
and not natural
literally get
born
a
woman,
lady
but
sitting next to me and take a
identified.
That's what
picture
I
of
was
me and
like,
she'll get
bitch,
it
just
done.
get a random bitch to sit next to
Right,
you
which is
and
fine,
do
but
it.
that's why they do it. So I didn't think
Yeah.
twice about it and I did it. And then I never went any further than that because they could not
Is the
verify
app even
me.
still around right now?
Oh yeah, it's still there.
Mm.
It's
Oh.
still there because there's another lawsuit that's given by a guy who said straight
Of
up,
course
"You
there
bitch."
fucking is. It's
No, this one might stick because this could be seen as a revenge thing,
Yeah.
well,
and
it's the
he's
same
got
shit that
he's
took out the original, which was don'tdatehim.com.
right.
That got taken out
Thi-
for that same reason.
because there's some revenge that's happening on the T app, and he's got receipts to prove it. And they said this could shut the T app down completely, but we'll just see. Because the reason I brought it up was on the Bitches, Booze, and Brunch, Britt had a huge soliloquy about it, and I was like, oh well, let me go see, because I've seen it on social
Not a
media
soliloquy.
where people were like, "Ooh, I wonder what he would be like," and they had the T app graphic and everything. I was like, "What the fuck is the T app?" So I went and looked at it, and I was like, "Ooh, yeah, this ain't gonna last long."
I
And
did it because
it could happen.
I was on several dating websites, well,
Hmm.
apps, say several dating apps, and I wanted to utilize it to see
Right.
if I'm going to waste my time. I don't want it to get revenge on anybody. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't wasting my fucking time.
Now, I
Hmm.
will say I like the idea of it. I'm not mad at the idea of it, but what is to just stop motherfuckers from just posting niggas they just don't
Right.
like? Like it's like
Right.
a
And
Which
that's the
motherfucker
is
didn't
thing.
really do
true.
nothing to you. It's just I'm gonna go post on here and
Right.
post that he ain't shit. He got a little dick. He smell like cheese. He don't do
Right.
this. He ain't got
But
no
that's why you
like.
don't look at one or two, you don't look at the single reviews because that's an angry person for a reason, whatever. But if you've got multiple, and multiples from different people, and
Hmm.
yes, they could create other accounts, but the point is, it gives you something to watch for.
It's a
Something,
red flag
it's
watcher.
just, right, that's all it is. Because
Do
let's
they
be
have
Right.
men
honest,
of all races on there?
yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, they have white,
Nigga, look,
black,
I'm gonna be
Asian,
DateHim.com. I used to use that all the time.
I'm gonna
and you
be
know
quite
who created the
honest. If
T
there
app?
was a man
A white
website
man.
somewhere, if there
oh.
was a man website somewhere, I am quite sure. I am 90% sure that I'm probably on that motherfucker. And he's like, hey, the bitch tried to
It's
shoot me
called,
once. Like, I am sure that
yeah.
I am on that shit.
It's called
So, like, I can't,
DreamLane.com.
I can only take the shit so much with a grain of salt. Now, if there is some egregious shit that I would look out for, but
Hmm.
some of that shit, like the shit they wrote about that nigga. One bitch said he,
That's horrible.
one bitch said he was musty. One,
Wait. Oh. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Oh wow. Oh.
one bitch said, one bitch said he only liked to fuck with white girls and he hang out with a bunch of white people, which depending on which bitch put up there, that might be true. Um,
This sounds like Black Planet to me.
it was, but
It's
it was
literally
very
Black
like
Planet.
it was very like I don't like you right now. Now there was one thing that I would be like cognizant of when it has to do with him, but the rest of it was like, oh, I just don't fucking like you.
Hmm.
Yeah. And that's why
Well,
this second lawsuit came in, because it's basically you're not really saying anything that's going to help somebody. You're just doing this for vengeance.
You just
that's
yeah, you
not
just
And
airing.
you're,
always, but that's not always true. It's the same reason why,
no,
because I
I
couldn't do the T
agree.
app, I then paid money to do a background check.
Okay.
Because of something you
But it,
saw on the T app?
No, what I'm saying is because I couldn't get the T app. I would have preferred to
oh,
have the T app to look for this individual, but because I couldn't get the T app, I had to pay
yeah.
money.
Hmm.
If I hadn't seen this person on the T app and fact like, oh, he's married or he's the, you know what I'm saying? That's
Hmm.
all I'm looking for. I'm not looking for anything else. I'm literally looking to see if on the T app motherfucker's married or cheats constantly. That's all I want to see. Everything else is just
I'm
people being annoyed.
I'm gonna strike it rich, because I'm gonna help the fellas. I'm gonna come up with this bitch here app. Um and
Hey,
and
no.
this will
I
help
think I might
men
be on it.
to
But
don't date this hoe
look,
here. But it's
how
not
many
like,
times have we come on this goddamn internet and been like, I
on
did
Joe
X, Y,
Buttons.
and Z back in my day. I wasn't shit. I cheated. I
Right.
did. Some motherfucker's gonna get on the internet and a nigga that you used to fuck with in 1998 gonna get on here and be like, she ain't shit. She cheated on
Exactly.
me and she fucked my best friend and nigga, I might have did that shit in 1998. Who the fuck knows? But is 1998 me 2025 me? Maybe it is. Maybe it ain't.
I did
But
it in
Hey, are
2000.
we? Yeah,
this
but
bitch,
Are we not canceling motherfuckers for tweets that happened 10, 15 years ago?
You can cancel me for a tweet, but goddamn, you gonna hold some shit against me that I did
Yes.
to one individual nigga? My
It's
tweet didn't go out to
called
millions.
wouldn't
I
hold
did some
anything
shit
it's
to
called a
one
grudge.
individual nigga. I mean,
The
It's called a
only
grudge.
thing
This is
I would
true.
hold against somebody is if they're in a relationship. My greatest fear, literally my
well,
greatest
bitch, we
fear
can
about
never be
dating
together because I'm a
somebody.
cheater.
No, what I was gonna say is my greatest
Helene, you're gonna be
fear
the face
about
of the
being in
app.
a
I'm
relationship
okay with that,
is
nigga. Make sure you get my good weight.
my
Get this
Which
greatest
side.
side
fear
is your good
is,
side?
I swear to God,
What are you saying, Britt?
my greatest fear is to not know I'm somebody's side piece. I don't want that issue. I don't want that smoke. I don't want
Brit,
to later
we don't
find that out.
care about being side pieces at this point in life.
I do. I don't
Okay,
want to think I'm
here's
going
how
into
you
a
find out.
relationship, and then that's just my biggest fear. Some people
But
Do
get
they
Brit,
push?
cheated on.
my shit still says I'm married. That nigga and me ain't touched each other in
So then you
10
fucking
years.
have, but still, okay, look, I care.
Hey,
Hey, Britt,
world, I'm still married.
when you with a guy
Mhm.
and y'all are walking together,
Holding hands,
holding hands,
swinging.
like straight up white rom-com walk.
Yes.
I don't hold hands, but okay.
Okay, do you see that's why nobody wants your ass and you're always gonna be a side piece because you have no affection. You affectionless
See there?
asshole.
See there? Yup. You
I
brought it on
hold
yourself.
arms. I hold an arm. I don't
Okay,
hold
so
hands.
you're holding arms and you're like
Okay.
Ola Ray
She's
with
like, I'm
Michael
holding his
Jackson
pocket.
in Thriller. And a woman passed. Does he just like stiff arm you and push you out the way?
Yeah, but what if I don't know?
I don't need that.
Okay, no. Hold on. So I was dating this guy, custodian at the school I used to work at.
See, here we
when I
go.
was a
Here
school
comes the side
secretary.
piece talk.
Yeah,
So
pussy.
here's the thing. We started
Custodian
dating.
at the school.
He
PP.
brought me to his boy's house in the same city he lived in. He lived like 4 blocks over from his boy. He brought me to his boy's house. He introduced me to his friends. He brought me to a restaurant down the street from where he lived. I find out 3 weeks later he's married. So sometimes they are bold as fuck.
Were you that broken up though? He was just a custodian.
Oh,
I wasn't that broken
okay,
up. I
Rhea.
was just pissed. But
I bet you her house was clean. And to you, Britt,
Get your shit together.
this is your button. This is your button. You own this button. It's yours. It's yours. My God. We got to move on. But if anybody is on the T app or using the T app, please go and check and make sure your information is not on the dark web, or that you are now just considered a side piece. Please go take care of that mess. But I want to end this segment on a high black power note because Taylor Townsend is that chick. Straight up, shout out to her. If you don't know who she is, Rhea, be prepared. We're about to talk sports ball. Just be
Isn't she
ready.
the tennis player?
Oh, look at you. You're educated.
I read the brief.
Yeah.
This nigga said I read the brief. I don't
Rhea
watch
just-
sports. I read the brief.
Rhea like out here just telling motherfuckers.
Do the knowledge, nigga.
And but no, Taylor Townsend was participating in the U.S. Open against Jelena Ostapenko. Yeah, or that bitch.
I don't
Hateful,
know.
spiteful bitch.
Very hateful. And she was down in the first set, but all of a sudden the ancestors lift her up and say, girl, swing that racket so that that hit on the ball be tried and true. And she commenced to whipping ass, putting boot to neck, and knocked Jelena out in straight sets. Once the match was done, is usually where good sportsmanship is supposed to be displayed. But it was not, because Jelena went on a rant of whiteness that was not surprising. But she went off and said that Taylor was uneducated, that she was.
What does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
Okay, well, that's racist. Um, she basically went off and told Taylor she was everything but a child of God. And Taylor just went off and decided to say, "You, madam, need to learn how to be a gracious loser."
Mm-hmm.
And went off to show that, bitch, you can't kill my vibe. Shout out to Kendrick
Right.
Lamar. And had the whole crowd behind her, standing up for her and cheering her on as she took her win with grace and beauty. But that's never the case when it comes to black athletes, especially black women athletes. It seems like every time they get into the public eye, when they've won or done something amazing, it's always with a bit of controversy, especially in tennis. We saw it with Venus and Serena. We've seen it with Naomi Osaka. We have seen it with recently with Coco Golf and with the young lady who had won in Montreal. I'm sorry, I forgot her name because she won with such amazing. She
America
just whooped
hates
ass.
black people.
Well, the
That's
world
why.
does.
The
Um,
Yeah,
world,
this
yes.
girl is not
Yeah.
American.
Right. The world does, but like yes, the world hates black people overall.
you see,
This
America got you tongue tied.
country
She said, "Don't put my name in
hates
this shit."
this country hates FBAs more than anything in the entire world. This country hates them. The world hates black people just in general, not specific
Well, it's
groups.
America's greatest sin, and that bitch will
Right.
never, ever admit to it. But I
Right.
do love the fact that Taylor, in her post game interview, was dropping bombs and bars on everybody. She said, "You know what?" She said what she said. It is what it is. But guess what? I let my racket do the talking.
Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
did that racket speak? Because it buzzed that ass. But I just, it trips me out every time. Like for black men, black male athletes, it's almost a given. But now when we see that the WNBA is starting to get, more eyes on it, Angel Reese is the greatest villain ever created.
Right.
Caitlin Clark is,
The Great
America's
White Hope.
sweetheart. She's the
Mm-hmm.
great white hope. When we look at tennis, every time when we were introduced to Venus and Serena, they were the villains. They were
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, yes.
cute little girls from straight out of Compton. But because of their father, which didn't make sense, their father was doing what any father does for their child when it comes to sports. I'm bucking my child up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show y'all my kid can handle anybody on this tennis court. They became the villains. When Serena was going against what was old girl? I guess she was Russian. I can't remember. Is it Sharapova? I think it was. And she beat the living shit out of her.
Oh, I do remember that. It was Sharapova.
You
But
have people like John McEnroe, Martina Navratilova, um, not too much Monica Seles, but you had some of those who were considered legends of the court getting on Serena because Serena's outfit or because of Serena's mannerisms on the
The
court, the
grunting.
grunting,
there
the
there have been study after study after study done that shows that people, non-black Americans, more often than not, don't they not only see black people as dangerous, but they also equate them to animals. And because of
yeah.
that, any frustration that is exactly the same as a white counterpart is seen as not only aggressive, but uncontrollable because animals
Mhm.
are uncontrollable and unpredictable. And that is why anything that a black person does, especially a black woman in sports, is seen as negative, is because unpredictable, uncontrollable, prone to violence. That shit is still a part of America's psyche.
And you know what's really sad? That contradicts on the white superiority of having what is it in the Bible? Dominion over all animals,
Right.
so
Yeah.
say. Dominion over the land, that they are the ones who are in control and they can make feral animals docile. Kind of goes against what you're trying to teach us of who you are and what your lineage
Right.
is. But I will say this: when it comes to controversy, I mentioned John McEnroe. John McEnroe was one of the most controversial tennis players,
Yes.
yelling at the judge, cursing our players,
Yeah.
slamming his racket. But that was needed. That was beloved.
That
That
was
showed
passion.
passion.
Right.
Billie Jean King, controversy, lesbian, badass tennis player,
Right.
amazing tennis player, but she became legendary. Andre Agassi was controversy because he had a fucking mullet. He didn't play the game like most tennis players would play, but he was a game changer.
Hmm.
But when we look at the Williams sisters, oh my God, they're ghetto.
Hmm.
When we look at Coco Golf, oh man, she just plays the game just she's not doing it the way it should be played. And now we got
She's not
Taylor
doing it the
Townsend.
way that they want her to play it.
Right.
We're not grateful enough. We don't show it in our behavior because we're not people, we're property, and we're not grateful property. And we don't behave exactly the way we do not strive to be a model minority. And that is their biggest issue. We don't
Well,
care. No matter what
I
they
love.
do, we
We
don't
come into their
conform.
sports, the ones that they claim to still be their sports. We dominate
Hmm.
their sports, and then we do it in our own fashion. We
Hmm.
have
Yeah.
people that like Serena who is wearing what she wants to wear, who see walking on the goddamn court, or we
Right.
have, a plethora of others who will dress the way they want. They can't tone police them. They won't code switch, and they will
Right.
still sound like themselves, and they don't like that. It's like, oh my God, it's some
Hmm.
ghetto person
Hmm.
that has taken over this pristine French white sport, and they don't like it. It is what it is.
Well,
What they really don't like about it is we bring a certain type of style, something, an
hey,
indelible mark that they could never do. That's why they're so upset. Because if they could bring it, they would applaud it.
what I love is when she beat people ass and she hit the ground and do them push-ups and then them guns are just blazing. She hit that little walk, that little step. I call it the Michael Jackson pixie step. When he did Rock
Hmm.
My World and he do the little stutter steps.
But
She is having fun and she's doing it her way and they
but they
don't
did
like
the
it.
same shit about the touchdown dances. They
Yeah,
sat there
but
and
they
did the
brought them back.
same shit. Right, because
They
they
Hmm.
had
realized
to.
what they
They have
lost.
right. Yep.
Yeah, they was losing money. Hey,
Like
good game,
stop
good touchdown.
stop
No,
letting
let them beat it.
people stop making people conform to these little boxes and
Hmm.
understand that winners look different, they act different, they speak differently,
Yep.
they
Right.
they want to be happy differently, and it doesn't diminish what you did just because you're a fucking loser, but it
Damn.
opens
Okay.
it is. That's the problem.
Oh, you got
Y'all
the
are
point.
fucking
Yeah, you're
y'all are
right.
fucking losing to us, and you got a goddamn
Hmm.
problem with it. Just
Right.
like that white girl, there was no
Hmm.
reason for that bitch to say that she was uneducated or anything of the matter. It has zero. That bitch could have came straight out of 8th grade and only gotten to the 9th grade, and
Right.
she still whooped your ass. It has
Exactly.
zero to do with her education level to say that she is uneducated. And they were like,
Hmm.
well, it was because that she got the point off the net. And you're supposed to say, bitch, no, she didn't.
That
Let's stop
Right.
thank you.
acting like we cannot, as a people, know the rules of the same fucking game that you claim that we shouldn't be at, and just acknowledge that you got your ass whooped.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's it.
Period. Point blank.
Just keep it moving. Well, with that being said, we're gonna have to move on. We had a topic of the episode, but I think the Katrina conversation, that is the topic.
Yeah.
So it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for us to take a little jaunt, a little walk,
A
as we
jaunt.
tiptoe through the tulips and wind up on
Do the knowledge, nigga.
her
Oh
tep
Lord,
corner.
it's time for me to go get another drink.
hit your local bodega. Go to the corner store that's owned by black folks because Britt Williams is going to take 2 minutes to connect anything to white supremacy. The air you breathe, white supremacy. Looking at JoJo and Casey in the breakup of Jodeci, white
Oh,
supremacy.
absolutely.
The death of James Evans on Good Times,
Damn.
The breakup
white
of
supremacy.
Jesus and Marrow, white supremacy.
White supremacy.
All day.
No.
All right, not
Yes.
just two people saying, "Hey, I have a difference
No.
in ways I want to do
Absolutely
my
not.
career."
Right.
No, it's white
No.
supremacy.
Absolutely not. But
Ladies and
anyway.
gentlemen, Britt Williams, what do you have for us on your soapbox of her teppery this week?
The 5 cities that Trump wants to go to, I
Mhm.
really truly believe, yes, it's a backlash to. I believe, one, that it's a backlash to what Gavin Newsom had been saying when he was pushing back every time they were talking shit about California. He was like, nope, you're the most violent, or about any other state. Anyway,
Mhm.
he picked those cities. I truly believe the reason why he's doing this is because when everything came out and the white people started to protest, he was waiting for black people to protest, and black people sat it out. Black women sat it out. We have not been pulled in to that bullshit. So now, because he can't do it on a national level, he's going to specific cities that he truly believes that have pretty large black populations. He believes he will be able to incite riots there. And with inciting those riots, he will then be able to declare martial law. He will then go to other cities. It's going to branch out. It's not going to stay in these 5 cities. He's going to go out of his way to go to cities with larger black populations, larger Latino populations that he can't round up with ICE, because that's what he's doing with ICE, really. He's trying to round up black people in the same way. He's going to keep them here. He's going to keep them tamped down with the National Guard, and he's going to create ghettos like Hitler did for the Jews. I truly believe that that is what he's trying to do to black people. I think he is trying to find a way to create ghettos that we cannot leave from, and he is trying to then force some forms of slavery, but he won't call it that. It will be work programs, because we won't be able to do jobs. So he will provide, like they do for prisoners in prison. They've taken away jobs from outside people. They've given prisoners in prison because they don't really have to pay them much of anything. And they're just going to do the same shit to black people. So I just think this is a part of a bigger plan. He is just trying to incite riots, get the National Guard, declare martial law, and branch out to other black areas, and then put us in Warsaw-style ghettos like Hitler did. So that's my theory.
I think he's awesome. I just think he's trying to fill up those private prisons again because they're starting to lose a lot of their means.
Oh, well, they're getting them
money.
back with homeless people now, because it's now illegal to be homeless and you will go to jail.
Exactly. Well, Britt, thank you. We really appreciate it. And as always on Her Tep Corner, we just want y'all
Do
to
the knowledge, nigga.
so make it happen. Straight
But
up.
y'all, what
every
do y'all
time.
think? What do you think? What do you think? I just want to know real quick.
No, I personally think you hit the nail on the head. I think it's gone into a much more. I feel like I'm living in Martha Washington, the comic book. Sorry, y'all. It's one of my favorite comics.
Nerd.
You know what?
Shut the fuck up!
My goddamn show. I say what I feel. No, I'm just joking. No, it just feels like,
Goddamn right.
yeah, we could be going into something out of RoboCop, old Detroit. I'm looking at trying to get a friend of mine who lives in DC to come on the podcast and actually let us know what's actually happening in DC. Supposedly the DC thing is only supposed to be a 30-day
Bullshit.
trial. But as I've said before, this is an experiment to see if he can go big. Chicago is next. Baltimore is right after.
Yep.
We will see if there is resistance
ICE
and
is
how
down
the
the
resistance
street.
happen.
We have
Yeah.
ICE in Oakland right now, and they're not quietly coming in. They are coming in on these large SUVs with officers on each
Right.
side. I sent you guys the video of that shit.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they're not
and
gonna come
that's
in on
just, there's
segways.
so many.
Yeah.
But they're quiet right now.
Mm-hmm.
But what about when they start to get loud? Because they're not yanking anybody yet. They're nicely going door to door.
Hi, I'm your local
Nicely.
ICE enforcer, and we just want to let you know if you're hiding any browns
Right.
or illegal
Did you see
blacks.
that video of that man that came outside? He was like, "Ain't no goddamn Mexicans here." I know he fucking told you ain't no goddamn Mexicans here.
Yeah, I
Y'all
saw
keep coming
that.
Go
out my
home.
fucking door. Y'all keep coming out my goddamn doorway, and the men
Go
are just
home.
standing back like, no, you standing there with your mouth open. I know you ain't no goddamn man. It's only it's black people live in this goddamn house.
You know what? You know what's missing? We don't have a Lieutenant General Russell Honore. There's no common sense person that's running this shit show. But if we had a common sense person, it wouldn't be a shit show. We don't have that, and this is why I say watch that documentary, man, because Russell Honore, when he walked in and saw those cameras and he saw those National Guard troops and cops holding, assault rifles, he just yelled, "Put those goddamn guns down. Put your weapons down. This is a humanitarian effort, not a war zone. Take them down." Like you need that person to be that common sense, and we don't have that with these ICE guys. We don't have
That
it with
person
the feds.
wouldn't be
Mm-mm.
hired, and if they
No,
were hired, they would be
not by this
immediately
administration.
fucking fired.
No. There may be some in there. They may
They
not
ain't gonna
be.
say nothing.
They ain't gonna say nothing, sadly, but we don't have it. We don't have it, and
No.
this is. We're not even out the first year of this orange bitch.
Right.
We are not out of it.
Right. Like, I don't think people understand that.
We are
Like,
not even close
and
to
this is
getting
the
out of
ramp
this
up.
administration.
This is when the fucking, what are they? The Raptors are hitting the fences, and they're talking about it, and they're like, why do they keep hitting different parts? They're testing for weakness. Which
Yeah,
parts? They're being strategic about it. This is what is going on right now. This first year is just a test where the weaknesses are, what they can fucking get away with.
strategery.
Right. It's strategery. It's politicking. I'm just simply saying, don't think that just because life may not have changed for you, and it really hasn't changed that much for me, that it won't change.
Right. I'm waiting for the federal judges to start getting round up and put in prison
Oh,
because they just stopped his tariffs. They stopped
Yep.
many of his tariffs and said, "Hey, whoa, bitch, hold on. Obviously, you don't read,
Did they say
and
whoa,
they're on."
bitch?
I think they did. There's no golden books of my first Constitution book that you
Nigga,
could
we had.
read.
Can somebody download uh um
Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse Rock for these motherfuckers? We
Girl,
learned
what
a
how?
bill. We
He
learned what
just
a
I'm
bill
killed.
just a
was.
bill.
Oh, he did
Yeah.
kill PBS though, didn't
He
he?
just
He
killed
did.
PBS.
Can you
Oh,
believe
and
that?
well,
I'm
this
just a
was going to be the
bill
main topic,
on
but y'all saw
Capitol
who
Hill.
he just hired to run public broadcasting.
Oh my God.
That
Oh, I didn't
motherfucker
see.
said
Who was it?
slavery wasn't bad, baby. It was fun.
Who was it?
I can't remember the bitch's name, but he's a dude who's a complete douchebag. I will get that because that was supposed to
Oh,
be our main
I
topic.
saw that.
We'll put it on episode 70 or somewhere down the line. Um,
Cause
yeah.
169 is talking about some ignorant shit. Oh, sorry.
Well, before we go to tease that, we do have to wrap this episode up. Yes, y'all, now it's time to say goodbye. But before we do, it is time for the question of the pod, given so beautifully by that lovely ray of sunshine, Miss Araya
FUCKOS.
Anderson.
The
She ain't got a
questions are
question.
packed.
SYOUD.
Oh, she
I don't
packed the
have a
question.
question.
This nigga said
All
the
right,
questions are packed. See,
here's
you
a
should have
question for
said
the
something. I
pod.
could have done a fuck Mary Kill.
Oh, well,
Oh.
she didn't. You didn't. Hold on. You hold on. Here's a conversation starter. And we're going to use what was supposed to be our topic for this episode. Slavery. Was it fantastic
Of course it was.
or a fucking fluke? Let it sit. Let it marinate. Because that is what they are trying to get with us with the person who's going to be running PBS, bringing in Linda McMahon for the Department of Education.
Oh no! Oh, these children are gonna be dumb. So
Oklahoma.
Hey,
dumb.
we are dealing with children. We are dealing with adults that were children of the No Left Behind
Yes.
era.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
They're so dumb.
I
No,
would
keep in
imagine their
mind,
kids will be just as dumb. So
Oklahoma is now having patriotic tests for teachers
Yes.
who
Oklahoma was
come
a
from California and New
rainbow.
York,
Wow.
or anti-indoctrination tests. They want to make sure that they're not teaching them kids how to
Oh
be
my
respectful people.
god,
So my
no.
question
Oh
is,
no.
slavery, was it fantastic? I want to do it like Magic Johnson did. You remember the old NBA commercials? The NBA is fantastic. So, was it?
You
Let it
know,
ruminate.
I would like them to preface it this question with the fact that because they always love to be like, oh, the Irish were slaves. How about we ask the Irish if slavery was fantastic? Since we're always focused on the Negroes,
Hmm.
let's ask the potato famine ass Irish, hey,
Was it
how great
fantastic?
was it? Was it
Did you have
fantastic for
fun?
y'all? Because we were told that it was fucking fantastic. Y'all were slaves for maybe a generation, excuse me, if that. We lasted multi generations and had chattel slavery. But was it great for y'all?
Was it good for you like it
Was it
was
two
for
thumbs up?
us?
Was it two thumbs up?
Let us know. Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
If your name is Rory, McElhaney, McCormick,
Dean Kane.
um, yeah, let us know. Was it great? Was
McDonald
it fun?
McDougal. Oh no, those are
Yeah,
Scotch
those
names.
Scottish, more Scottish than
Yeah.
anything. But
I was gonna say, what is McDougal?
McIntyre,
McIntyre, was your
McNeil.
grandmother named Mora?
What's Scrooge McDuck? Oh no, he's Scottish.
Scottish.
Yeah.
Scottish.
So
I don't know
let
no
us know.
Irish.
Put it in the comments.
Is
Was
Merida Irish?
slavery
No,
fun?
she's Scottish.
Are you a
Merida.
descendant of the original? Were you a descendant of the original Jews that were under Harold and enslaved, and Moses took y'all out? Was it fun? Did y'all enjoy
I
it?
Can
want
we
I
can we
Let us
can our
know.
next question be, was the Holocaust fun too? That seems like it would be a good question.
uh uh I want I want to know what these parameters of fantastic are supposed to be.
Girl,
Fantastic in
Remember?
what way?
Well, because
fantastic.
apparently they weren't that bad. Like
Yeah.
Remember?
they had free room and
Oh,
board.
what'd
Yeah.
you say,
They
Ray?
got
Remember?
Yeah.
fed.
Remember
They
the
had children.
remember the series, or it was like a, it wasn't a whole series like for a whole season, but it was like a special, the North and the South. Remember that?
Oh,
Yes.
I
Where
watched
they
Yes.
that
showed
shit.
I
where
remember
they
that.
showed the different types of slave owners, and they had the
Mhm.
good slave owner who let
Right.
them do
Yes.
things and let them
Well,
go.
yeah.
On Sundays they had a day off. They could go to
Well, that was
church. And,
that was
Well,
That
in New
was
Orleans.
here's
That
the
was New
other
Orleans. They
thing.
would let them gather. That's why we got Congo Square.
mhm.
On Sundays, that was a part of the Code Noir, where on
mm,
Sundays, because it was the Lord's Day, no one worked. They
But
would let the slaves go, and
but what was the caveat to that? That they were letting them go to Christian churches.
yes,
Right.
you could not go to any, African belief kind of stuff. You rarely couldn't play your drums, but on Sunday you could.
Yeah.
mhm.
So again,
So
there were caveats.
there were some fun times in
So
slavery.
here,
Oh,
okay.
of course, girl. Wasn't it
But
fun
here's
to
the
be a
other
bad
thing.
wench?
You have to
Yeah.
remember this country
You
still
would.
to this day actually believes that black people are intellectually inferior, regardless of the data that shows that is completely untrue. And black women are the most educated people. But back then,
Yeah,
in a lot of
we
people's belief, and they like to frame it like this, that we weren't terrible to
let's
them,
run
that
it
they
up.
couldn't take care of themselves. So
Right.
we were taking care of them because they were too dumb
What is
in
the
order to
Well,
take care of
romanticism
themselves.
about what is it, Sally Hemings? Oh,
Oh
it's
yes.
yeah.
romantic. And they were
Even though she was a
together and
child.
she
Yeah.
right.
Well, I'll leave it on this, and I will leave it with a beautiful moment on the Joe Rogan show where,
Mm-mm.
hold on, Neil deGrasse Tyson looks at Joe Rogan square in the eye and says, okay, where does civilization start? And Joe Rogan's like, well, then, it's Africa. Okay, so where does the dumbest person come from? And he stopped. He thought about it. He goes, okay, well, he said, I'll make it easier. Where does the smartest person come from? And he still a little befuddled. Well, and Neil deGrasse Tyson, being that black intellect that he is, he goes, well, if civilization as well as humanity, the first human, is found in Africa, then the dumbest person comes from Africa, but also the smartest person comes from Africa. And he says, I want you to sit and think about that for a little while. And he says, just think about it. So, with that point being said, no matter how you look at it, there are some smart motherfuckers that come from Africa, and there's some dumbass folks that come from Africa.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, Afro-Latina.
Underlay. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm sorry. Wepa. And that is all, ladies and gentlemen,
I feel
with
Puerto
this
Rican.
crazy episode.
Brit better hope Ice don't go to Oakland, because they gonna pick her yellow ass up in a heartbeat.
Oh, off
I
the
be
top.
thinking
She's
about that
Puerto
all
Rican.
the time. Because when I walk
She's
down
Puerto
the
Rican.
street and I'm walking my dog and I'm
Rican.
smoking my weed.
Rican. Yeah, well, child, good luck. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for checking us out. We truly appreciate it. Don't forget, hey, if you want to continue to get these episodes, you don't have to pay anything yet. But please make sure you hit that red subscribe button. It'll only take a second.
We have 600 subscribers.
We do,
I
yes.
know,
Thank y'all.
yay.
We are at
Yay.
600.
Bombs. No, that's not us.
That's not us.
That's not us.
I like that you did clues, because right now Funkmaster Flex is in a whole lot of controversy. But I will drop one of these for y'all.
Do the knowledge, nigga.
We are at 600. We a bunch of smart asses. We are here. But we are now up for a new goal. We want to get to 100, 1,000. Girl, where the fuck we get an Emmy from?
I don't know.
You are a ruiner, man. Look, thank y'all so much. Please continue to like and share the show. We want to go to 1,000. That is the magic number. 1,000. We are on the road to 1,000. But keep in mind, hit the red subscribe button. Blue thumbs up, because blue thumbs are good and it helps the algorithm, so we can be in with the Joe Buttons and the Brilliant Idiots and the maybe Joe Rogans, or whoever has one of my favorite podcasts I hope to square up with one day. It's Ole and Friends. Love her stuff. I'll send it to you, Britt. You'd love it. But do that favor for us, because we would truly appreciate it. So, with all of that being said, it is time for us to sign off. So, for that slightly annoyed mixed chick, the priestess of beige rage, our Lilliputian revolutionary, Miss Britt Williams, for that beautiful ray of sunshine, Miss Araya Anderson, hi Janae, and for Miss Coretta with the Beretta, Miss Helene Tarragano.
Gang, gang.
Bang, bang. I am Anthony Sterling, aka your friendly neighborhood super Negro, signing off, saying, if you are out in them streets, please be good. But if you can't be good, please, here in Trump's America, please, y'all, be careful. Okay? Until next time, bye.
HELAINE. See you later, nigga.